You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet, and hey, welcome. Man, it's good to see you. Glad you're here.
Thank man.
you.
It's good to see you, too.
Yeah. Other people, too. Everybody.
Yeah.
All six of you. Man, I'm glad you're here. So, this is TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. We talk about old games. We constructed a dark god of our own creation that randomly tells Super Nintendo games that we play.
Like most religions based around Super Nintendo
Like
games.
most religions. Like just most religions. So for today, the randomizer threw at us, well, officially it threw at us Pocky Rocky 2, but we were like...
Officially, it threw at us another game that I can't remember that we had already... Oh, No Escape.
No Escape. It tried.
The Ray Liotta jam.
But we escaped.
We escaped. We totally escaped.
And then with Pocky and Rocky 2, it's like, why don't we turn this on its head and just do Pocky and Rocky?
Pocky and Rocky 1.
Yeah, which completely, very fortunately, I had no memory of this. I should have. I need to have a list on the wall to be referred to at any time. But it was on somebody's list of called shots.
Yeah, it was. Someone we definitely want to have on the show. And when he messaged us was like, hey, motherfuckers, what's up? I was like, I for a moment, I was like, there is no way I overlooked that. And then I went to the tablets, the holy tablets, and I was like, son of a bitch. And I know what happened. There was a name next to in that column, the name Choctopus. And I was like, fuck, man. Here's what happened. When we rolled Pocky and Rocky 2, that's what I saw. So I saw that in the row. So when we were like, let's just do Pocky and Rocky, I didn't even look at it on the sacred tablets.
You know, I see how it is. I invite Dave very graciously to come on my channel and play video games with me, and then he just forgets that I exist.
Yeah, who are you again?
That's the kind of friendship that we have. It's all give, and no take.
Well, I take. Yeah, I take. Don't worry,
you do
I'll take
plenty
for
of
both of us.
taking.
Yeah.
Well, because I was like, hey, why don't we... Let's fly Choctopus in. Let's put him up at one of our homes. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, no, man, I'm really drunk. Wait a minute. Best I can do is bring him on Discord. Best I can do. Sorry.
Wait,
sorry.
can I be honest real quick? If I had enough notice, I would have flown myself in.
Oh, Christ.
I would not have imposed. I would have put myself up in a hotel or a motel somewhere for a Holiday Inn.
Look,
Hey,
I've
I've got a bed.
garage.
I got a bed. It's good enough for Casey. Good enough for you, man. Come on. Come on in.
Just give me a water bowl and I'm good.
Dude, I got a hose.
That's the one
He's
better.
fine.
Do you like warm Kentucky hose water?
It's my favorite brand.
That's a subsidiary of Nestle, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. They put salt in that, so be careful. It's the only water you get diabetes from drinking.
It's like Parks and Rec. Sweetums is in charge of the water here.
It's just filled with 50 grams of corn syrup.
That's all.
And tobacco. And horses. Oddly enough.
Just a
Bluegrass.
a splash of meth.
and we microwaved it.
With our microwave meth filtration system.
We have good microwaves here. Yeah, they're great.
No, that's
they're fantastic.
That's our primary form of food, food preparation.
It's on the state license plate.
Kentucky, we've got great microwaves.
Yeah.
Parentheses for meth. Well, but before we delve into Pocky and Rocky, what you guys been up to this week?
Choctaw, what you been up to?
You live in New York.
See, I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go first because I'm the guest.
No, you definitely go first because you live in a more interesting place than we do.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing interesting has been going on. I've been trying the last couple of weeks to get an Xbox Series X.
Oh, yeah?
I want a Game Pass machine for my TV. and I'm already paying for Game Pass on my PC, so for like an extra $5 a month, I can enjoy it on the big screen television. So it's nearly impossible.
It's pretty rough
to get a Series X, which is hilarious because I've secured 3 PlayStation 5s.
No shit. That's
which
funny.
I feel like is way harder to procure right now.
Are you looking to get rid of any one of those? Because I know somebody who would buy.
Oh no, I've gotten rid of them already.
Okay.
I've gotten rid. They're long gone, except for mine.
Okay. You gave them to charity, right?
Well, one of them was a giveeway on Twitch.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other was for a cousin who wanted it.
We gave away Goosebump books one time.
Yeah, same thing.
It was held together with Scotch tape and we signed it. We gave it to Paul Cord because we could meet him. Tyler Dunnigan won a copy of Model Land. It's still on my shelf in there. I got it for a nickel.
Yeah, but hang on. Which book was it, or which series of books?
The Goosebump book?
I don't remember which Goosebumps.
It was the
book.
Was it
very
Say
first.
Cheese and Die?
It was the very first, like,
Welcome to Goosebumps.
welcome to Goosebumps. Welcome to haunted house. I don't know. It's the very number one where they're in the haunted house, the haunted
Trust
city.
us, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
If you guys want to have a good time and just sitting around on a weekend drinking, watch the Goosebumps series on. It might still be on Netflix, but it is so hilariously bad that it's good.
I watched that as it came out as a kid. Yeah, what the haunted mask
It's
and
better
shit.
now.
Yeah,
It's way better now.
it's better now.
It's aged. It has aged poorly, I'm assuming.
It's aged pretty poorly, but
Yeah, great.
If you're just laying in bed and you're somewhat intoxicated, it's a fun watch.
Now, when it comes to the Goosebumps TV series, are you a subs guy or a dubs guy?
So this same as for anime. I watch everything dubbed, and I get a lot of shit for it.
What?
If there's a dub available,
Yeah.
I will watch the dub because I don't want to read. I'm lazy.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I'm lazy.
Also,
It comes
you
down
miss
to
a lot
laziness.
you miss a lot of action too when you watch the subtitled versions and stuff.
I just went to the movies last week for the first time since Sonic the Hedgehog back in February of last year.
Fuck, that's the last movie that I've seen in the theater.
I think it's the last movie that most people have seen because it was probably the last movie worth seeing.
Yeah.
But I got tickets for the Demon Slayer movie. I don't know if you've watched Demon Slayer, but it's like 26 episodes, only one season.
Oh,
Choco Chica likes it.
that's less than I
great.
thought. Yeah, I know people are going crazy over it. The reason I kind of avoided it is because I just assumed it was 500 episodes long.
No, 26 episodes.
Much like our show.
Easy watch. You could probably do it in 2 days. I know you're still not going to watch it.
No,
It's
I'll watch
it's
it
worth
once.
a watch.
One per day. One per work day. I will watch one. Once Keep Your Hands Off Isaacan is done. Demon Slayer might be our next one, but probably
Yes.
not. Probably Odd
So
Taxi.
I got tickets for Demon Slayer. I took my friends to go see it, and I was only able to get tickets for the dub. This was the first time any of them have seen the dub, and they were like, I hated Inosuke's voice, which is one of the main characters.
Yeah.
And I was like, it didn't seem that bad to me because I've only watched the dub.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not opposed to watching subtitled anime because, like My Hero, I can only watch subbed right now for the new season because it's not out dubbed yet. So I will watch it subbed. Or something like Dragon Ball or an older shonen anime, I'll watch it subbed. But in most cases, the sub and dub, they come out pretty close to each other nowadays. So I want to enjoy things in my native language.
You don't want to just learn Japanese for the sake of watching anime?
I mean, I do want to learn Japanese, but I feel like it would take me a while to get to a point where I wouldn't need to read subtitles.
Probably. That's probably true. Yeah.
I'm just guessing it would take me a little while.
I don't know. I could probably pick it up in a couple weeks. You got Duolingo, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, how good is Duolingo?
Yeah.
How
That
fast can I
owl's
learn?
real good, dude. That owl's real good.
Hey, have you practiced Japanese today? Have you practiced like up your ass about it?
That's how they get you.
Yeah. So other than trying to get an Xbox Series X, I did get a new chair today. Actually, my old chair was like a $60 like IKEA like fake leather. It's falling apart. My cats have torn it up. Like the plastic is peeling off it. So for my birthday, as an early birthday present, my parents and wife got me a Herman Miller,
Ooh.
a bougie ass
Yeah, man.
chair. I look at it as an investment for my health because my back was bothering me. So
Yeah, dude. Which one did you get?
I got the Logitech, the Embody.
Okay.
So it's like the Logitech crossover that they did.
Yeah.
And this thing is ultra comfortable.
Nice. Yeah, I just got a chair recently. I was thinking about. I was like, should I do this? And I was like, I don't know. That's a lot. But
I
it's a
take
gift.
chairs
That's
from work
great.
they're going to throw out.
Well, here, like the chair that I had sat
I
in.
exclusively have a wicker patio chair
You
here,
do.
2 dinner chairs, another lawn chair, and then ready to be in here are several broken chairs from work. And I thought, we're better than these.
Yeah.
Maybe I can come record in person because I can't work under these conditions.
Yeah. No, we don't blame you.
I require at least 2 bottles of still water in my dressing room, and at least a Herman Miller.
I've got you
chair to sit on.
3/4 of a bottle of Malort and a lawn chair.
That's the best I could do. And some subtitled anime. We're sorry. So what was it like going back in the theater? Like for the first time in over a year?
I mean, I'm completely vaccinated, so like I had no mind going back, but it was empty. You know, you had to sit every other seat, but my friends and I had the entire top row, so we just sat together.
Yeah.
It was fine. You know, it was nice to be back in the theater because I missed that experience.
Me too.
Especially if I'm seeing something like an anime movie or Sonic, where I know it's going to be hype for me and the people I'm seeing it with.
Yeah, it's always nice
I want
to see
that experience.
Yeah, totally. It's like I've gotten to the point now where that's watching movies at home really sucks. So like making a point to like go somewhere and like give something my undivided attention for 2 hours. There's something really nice about that. Where it's just like I don't have to worry about anything for a couple of hours. I'm just gonna watch this computer generated blue hedgehog.
Yeah, like I watched Godzilla vs. Kong, but I would have much rather seen it in a theater.
Yeah.
Melissa and I went to see that Bob Odenkirk action movie.
Yeah.
Oh, was Nobody it's called?
Yeah. Pretty
Was it
good.
good?
I've heard it's pretty good. Yeah. I haven't seen it yet.
I was surprised. Some good twist characters in it. It was good.
Is it funny at all?
It has its moments.
Okay. But it's not a because I don't
It's not
really,
a comedy.
Right.
Not
okay.
a comedy.
Because it's weird, even like the images, like the promo images for that, where like 1 million people are punching him, is funny to me because it's Bob Odenkirk,
Odenkirk, yeah.
right?
It's a little hard to take him seriously in a role that's not Saul.
Yeah, totally. Or
I mean, he does a good job. He pulls off action.
yeah, nice. Do you think it'll be like a new thing for him? Like,
I mean, they set it up to like for there to be another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I go see it. I go see it on another one.
Yeah.
No problem. Yeah. I was surprised.
but that's playing here.
Yeah.
Man, I should probably go see that.
Yeah. No, I recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Absolutely. Because Melissa was like, "You want to see Godzilla versus Kong?" I was like, "You don't want to see that." Sure, I do. Oh, you're sweet. No, you don't. What else is playing? We'll go see the. No, let's go see the other one. No, let's go see
Mortal
Nobody.
Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat.
I also mentioned we saw the preview for Mortal Kombat when we were seeing Nobody, and I said,
you were like,
do you want to
"Damn
go? You want to go see that with me?" Sure. And then when I asked her again after it was out, she's like, "What's Dave doing?"
What am I doing? Oh, to go
Why
see
don't you
Mortal
go with
Kombat.
Dave?
You want to do a bonus episode about it?
We could, yeah. That's
All
not
right,
a bad
let's
idea.
do it.
I could never get Carrie to go see a movie like that with me. You know,
No?
even like Marvel movies, it's not her thing. So
Yeah.
I don't drag her to it. I'm just gonna go with my friends. She's like, have fun.
Yeah, I get that. Nikki likes to go to like the Marvel movies and stuff, but I think I'd spare her Mortal Kombat. Like there's a line, you know, and it's like, I don't know. She's probably not. She has no nostalgia for get over here. So I
it'd
mean,
be like the meme where the guy's holding his girlfriend's neck and explaining something really closely.
right.
So it's like that. Okay, so that's Sub-Zero. You can tell by the ice.
Ladies and gentlemen, time for audio memes.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite segment.
You used to have to press block to input the fatality code so your character didn't accidentally jump. Is that interesting?
You like doing that? Yeah. Johnny Cage is in this one. Pretty
Yeah,
divisive.
you don't regret
Pretty
marrying
divisive.
me at all, do you?
You know, back in the day, this used to be considered a harmful game for teenagers and young adults, and they went to court over it.
Yeah, that's a good way to pitch it. Like this is an historically important franchise to the government from which we all exist under, except for people who don't.
I mean, those pre-rendered CGI did make me want to murder. So
Yeah, well, it was either that or the meth water I was drinking. I tried that. I tried that randomizer, that Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide randomizer.
God, I love it.
It's a lot of fun. It's way more fun than I thought it was going to be. We did the Game Buds on Discord, got together on Thursday night. So Grim made a seed for everybody to play, and then Zalnop helped organize it, and a bunch of us got into Discord voice comms and played the same seed at the same time, and just kind of like helped each other learn how to do it.
Casually playing it, or like everyone's trying to speed run it and say where you
casually playing it, but I mean, I'll be honest. When someone would find something before me, it was like, damn it! I kind of want to find, you know what I mean? I kind of want to find that on my own. So what I did the next day was I just did a new seed for me, because I wanted to have that experience, or like I wanted to discover, because I'm not good at it, so everyone's way faster than me. So it's like. But whenever I found something in the game, that was like that was the dopamine hit, where it's like, all right, oh, good, I got another check, I got another character or Esper or Dragon to fight.
My existence is validated.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thank you, Final Fantasy, for continuing to validate me decades after.
Yeah, it really. I'd forgotten how fucking good of a game that really was.
It's a fun game. It's a fun game, and I'll be honest with you, man. Like the randomizer aspect of it is really nice because it's like you level so fast. And as much as I love the story in Final Fantasy VI, I think it's very strong, and I love like how all the characters have development.
But once you know it,
it's fun to just go through it with that stuff cut out and just kind of like experience it. It's cool because it's just like a completely new way to experience.
See, I really like the skills being randomized. So like, getting a realm with shock.
Yeah,
Mwah.
I'm kind of iffy on it. It was fun when we did it on Thursday, and it was kind of fun, but at the same time, it's a bummer to like find a character that you love and be like, oh, they have capture. It's like Edgar, but he has sketch. It's like, okay.
Yep.
I was excited that Edgar's here, but that's not Edgar. That's just a realm in an Edgar cosplay.
Which, I mean, I guess since they're related, since canonically Realm is Edgar's daughter, so he could have sketch.
I haven't randomized too many games, but my friend has been playing a Sonic Adventure 2 randomizer.
Oh, I didn't know there was one of those.
Yeah, it randomizes all of the voice lines too.
Oh my god!
You might have every single line. So you might have Sonic show up with like Tails' voice, and then like he'll be in a scene that he's not supposed to be in. So it's just complete chaos, and the content just writes itself. So at some point, I would like to give it a go, just because it's insane.
I'd be scared to play it because I don't want to hear Tails say "nice cock, bro."
I'm pretty sure there's some curse words because it's not very nice.
Yeah.
How do you know? Because what I watched, they made me interested in randomizers. So I was like, what does an Earthbound randomizer look like?
What does an Earthbound randomizer look like?
The one that I watched is, it was very, very strange. All the backgrounds are different, and
like they're custom, or
look custom. New custom colors for the frames. New custom like characters, or characters pulled out from different sections of the game. Anybody could be any sort of character. I think you'd still have the main 4 abilities, but they would look like New Age Retro Hippie or Buzz or
the player
or
characters.
Whatever. The player characters.
Okay, yeah.
So randomly get an avatar assigned, build your party, and then every room is a randomized room. So you walk out of Ness's house, walk into Pokey's house. Well, you're in a shop in Summers. You go down the street, you walk into another one, you're in Delam. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So it's an open world, I'm assuming.
Yep.
So you don't get like painted into a corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how you finish it, I don't know, because honestly, I thought it was kind of boring.
You don't finish it.
So it's nothing like how fucking good Worlds Collide is.
Worlds Collide's really good. If you like Final Fantasy VI, I'd definitely recommend you check it out. Even if you've never done a randomizer before, even though it is intimidating. It really is to do the first time. So it was nice to do it with a group of people, some of which had also not done it before. So, but then there's also, if you've never played Final Fantasy VI, your mileage may vary. Because Bubba Drewski, who normally plays with us on Thursdays, just, doing whatever, whatever we're playing. He came in and he was like, "Yeah, I've never played this. What is going on?"
Here, we'll see you in 36 to 40 hours. Which I've watched the hell out of Ryu Car shorts play.
Yeah.
Like he's done so many of the videos, and I watch every single one of them. I love doing office work that's super mundane and just having that on my second monitor, just playing beside me while I do office work.
Yeah.
Because he speed runs it. I think his fastest is like an hour 47 so
Jeez,
far.
crazy. That's a lot.
You just gotta get very, very lucky.
That's good.
He has Ultima's turned off. Using items on undead enemies to kill them is turned off, and then he does the randomized abilities and characters and
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, that's hardcore because like once I got Ultima in the seed that I was running, it essentially became regular Final Fantasy VI, where it's like Ultima. Just can we get an
Oh, I can buy an economizer here. Right. Oh, I found a gem box. Okay,
right.
Bam, bam, bam.
So that's pretty much it.
My Final Fantasy VI knowledge is very limited.
It's a good one.
Go ahead and fire it up. We'll play it in real time. Go ahead.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great.
Welcome to our first 40-hour podcast
where we listen to Choctaw play Final Fantasy VI.
There are no jokes. They're just things like, yeah, nice.
Describe it to us.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, May 7th, I'll be doing a stream in a Shamu cosplay. I'll be playing Shamu's Deep Sea Adventures for the GameCube, thanks to the community goal that was reached. So if you are interested in seeing that, twitch.tv/tadpog_podcast, 8:30 p.m. Central.
Yeah, I may have contributed to that, but I'm not sure.
I think that you did. Yeah, I think that you did. I remember seeing you in there, slanging Dylars. So yeah, that was.
I like to sling Dylars every now and then. I'm known to
as a treat.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm saving up for knees though.
Yeah, knees are well. So what was great about like the community goal for the Shamu's Deep Sea Adventure stream?
No one could afford knees.
No one could afford anything. So it was so funny because it was just like old stream.
Just playing a game. I'm not showing you weirdos my knees and reading fortunes and giving you this or that.
But to be honest, like a lot of times the fortunes and the knees that I do on the Twitch stream help break up a really shitty game. So like that's really nice. But like for instance, last night when I was playing Pocky and Rocky and I'd get a fortune, it'd be like, in a minute.
This game's pretty intense, you guys.
It's pretty intense.
Quit it.
And I'm enjoying the shit out of it.
See, I'm gonna prop up a knee. Here's one knee all the time.
That's all you get.
There you go.
it's like a lazy titty.
Yeah. You can just see like the top of the nipple, so you get an idea of it, and then just watch it.
You get nice side knee.
Yeah, tasteful side knee. That's my magazine I'm starting.
Open it up so you get some under knee.
Oh man, I love some good underneath. Jeezy, man, that's like a gift.
Back in the 1800s, if you showed off your shins, you were considered controversial.
Yeah.
Now people just walking around with their knees out.
Gee, what's the world coming to?
Well, I told you guys because you were talking about the Microsoft store shortly whenever I came back in here.
Yeah.
So this weekend, because Melissa's been busting out her nursing classes. She's getting to the end of 2 of them. And then, because work's been hectic, because we've been short, she's worked all weekend. I had to work all weekend. So it was just like, man, I got to fucking clean the house this weekend. That's what I got to do. So I cleaned up a lot of it. And it was just like, I want the kids to do a little extra. Come out here. I've called them out. I was like, you guys help me do. We're going to detail the whole house. It'll help your mom. She comes in. She's like, fuck, I've got so many quizzes, but also to clean the house. Well, no, just do your quizzes. It's like, it'll help her feel better. It's got to be done. We clean this whole house. I'll buy each of you Minecraft on your computers. Because they both wanted new setups. Because Choco Chica wants to be a faceless Minecraft streamer, is what she said. Because they're all about Dream and Rambo and these people.
She's not on that VTuber tip yet?
I guess not.
No, it's coming.
So that's what they do now. So they just yell at each other across the hall while watching Minecraft people on Twitch.
Yeah.
Just put them onto my streams. I could use the viewers.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Choctopus. He's not Dream. Well,
But we know him. We know him in real life.
yeah, it's true. They don't, but man, they're obsessed with him. It was very easy to get Artsy AJ's birthday cake this year because she wanted a Dream birthday cake, which is just kind of a crooked smiley face. That's all it is. But it's a copyrighted image, so the people at the cookie company refused to do it.
They're just being dicks.
So I was like, all right, give me a white cake and I'll put 2 dots and a smiley face on it. Okay, here you go. And I went home and Melissa was like, yeah, I can do this. And she did a really good one. But yeah, oh no, they were huge dicks about it.
We don't support Dream. We're a Mr. Beast store.
We're strictly Mr. Beast.
That's it.
I can draw you a Mr. Beast burger logo on your giant cookie.
Get that Dream smiley face nonsense out of here.
Because they did an amazing, like 2 years ago, an amazing Bob Ross painting cookie cake for me. But like putting a smiley face on a cookie, unacceptable.
Wow.
We will not.
Do you think it's a matter of they're asked to do it so frequently? Just like not another fucking Dream cookie cake.
I think they just need to be allowed to accept tips, because it's like, if they were like that with me, I'd be like, look, I will give you I'll give you personally $20 if you put a smiley face on this fucking cookie.
I mean, there was that one, they agreed to do it that one year where I asked to write fuck on a cake.
Right.
They weren't happy about it, but they agreed to do it.
So the word fuck is copywritten. I don't know if you knew that. Sorry, copyrighted. I don't want to get angry emails.
But they did a good job, and I went through. It's like, all right, well, let's buy you guys Minecraft. Okay, it's not on Steam. How does one buy Minecraft? Oh, Minecraft.net. Oh, okay. That's not what I thought you'd have to do, but okay, sure. Let's pick your version. Okay, now it connects to the Microsoft Store. Okay, well, let me sign in my profile for Choco Chica. All right, she wants the Master Edition. Get her Minecraft. Starts to download. I don't have any indication whether or not it's downloading, what's happening. It still says install, but then it says I own it. I cannot figure out if it's downloading or not.
Oh, well, house is clean. Y'all figure it out.
I was like, let's wait a little while and we'll see. So then I go to buy it for Artsy AJ.
Yeah.
And then
Same thing.
Well, I can't buy it under my profile because
you've already bought it.
I already have it.
Does she? And I'm assuming she doesn't have a profile.
She has her own profile. So I go to buy it under her, and then it says, all right, it's been sent to your parent for approval. And I was like, who'd you put for your approval? I don't know.
Oh, God.
Okay, so then I'm scouring through, okay,
Dream.
Melissa. Dream. Would you approve my purchase?
Daddy Dream, can I have Minecraft for my PC?
Well, then I find it's Melissa. It's an old-ass email she has. So
Hotmail?
It's Gmail, but it's a really old one.
Okay,
It's like
all
we
right.
first got married and she made it. So I asked her, can you log into this one? And then Artsy AJ gets a message, your parent has approved. This is now in your Microsoft Store.
All right.
So when I go to try to sign in, well, she's not approved. Her account is not approved on this computer.
This is a nightmare.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
You get like 3 accounts that you can, 3
Physical
computers,
devices,
you can have to your account. So this computer that she uses is not synced to her account. Okay, well, here, add. What's your serial number for your Microsoft device? Okay, it's a Alienware laptop. It's not a Microsoft device. How do I do this? Click this link to see how to add a device. Click. Opens up the same window again.
Oh, yeah. Fun.
So then I'm scrolling through it. Eventually, I'd go another way. Just Google how to do it. It says you have to go through the Microsoft Store. Open up your search tab, Microsoft Store, go through like that. Well, I do that. Signed in as me still with no option to sign out to sign back in as her. But the machine is under my name. So I unsync my account from the device so she can sync it. But under no circumstances can I log back in as her.
You're like giving me flashbacks of play online for like Final Fantasy XI.
Yeah, that's
where it's
about
just
how
like,
it is.
What, dude?
So all night long, we never figure out if Choco Chica's is downloading. No clue. The next morning, I go in, looks exactly the same. I try to pull up her store. She's signed in as Melissa for some reason. don't know what. At no point did I sign in as Melissa for her.
Yeah.
Neither did she. So they both still don't have Minecraft. I don't know what to do.
Can you get the old version?
I've already spent $100 on Minecraft.
Because like I don't know if you can still buy the old version, but the old version's like Java based, and
You could buy the Java version or the Windows version.
So, sir, you are way over your Minecraft budget for this month.
For the ever, I am way over my Minecraft budget.
So do you have to buy both of them now through the Microsoft Store, or can you buy the old version?
You could
still?
buy either version on Minecraft.net, but the Java version, when I did my research, like which version is better,
Yeah.
well, if you're going to mod it, get the Java version.
Right.
Otherwise, it's way too resource heavy. Go with the Windows 10. Well, they're both using my old computers. I don't want it to be super resource heavy for
Gotcha.
them. Plus, if you're Windows 10, they could play with Kenna on the Switch.
You think they would have streamlined this somehow by now?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Yep.
then they wouldn't get $100 probably.
Yeah, for nothing. For nothing.
Yeah.
No rebuy it again.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Microsoft or Discord, please never sell to Microsoft.
Yes, please. So if anybody knows how to sort out this clusterfuck, let me know.
Do we have any Microsoft admins out there? Christ, man.
Yeah.
They didn't just want to play Pocky and Rocky instead?
Pocky Rocky was a pretty
Pretty
good
good game. It's a pretty good game.
Do you hear that, Dave?
I do. It sounds like a bunch of children smelling of labor who desperately want to play some kind of voxel-style item creation game, which, of course, leads us to a segment that we like to call Dave Reads Some Wikipedia. Guys, Pocky and Rocky is a 1992 multi-directional scrolling shooter developed by Natsume for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. It is the sequel to the 1986 arcade game Kiki Kai Kai, developed by Taito. Pocky and Rocky follows the adventures of a young Shinto shrine maiden named Pocky and her new companion, Rocky, the Tanuki, as they attempt to save a group of creatures known as the Nopino Goblins. Gameplay takes place from a top-down perspective and features both single-player and cooperative modes. And I think that's probably all we got to say about Pocky and Rocky. That probably about sums it up.
I didn't know that it was a sequel to an arcade game.
Yeah, man. I didn't know until I was doing the research for this game. And so I checked out the long play of the arcade game. And it looks like a bad version of Pocky and Rocky. Because it's very basic and it doesn't have a lot of the same charm that Pocky and Rocky has. It's like Natsume figured out, we should make this like really cute and charming and endearing. And lean into what makes it different from every like top-down shooter that's already out there.
I mean,
I don't
to be
think they
fair,
really-
most games in comparison probably don't look as good because it is a very good-looking game for a Super Nintendo game.
It's fantastic.
Oh, it's timeless.
It is timeless for sure. And it's like, also the other thing about it is like, it's so early. It's like an early Super Nintendo game. It came out for the Super Famicom in 1992 and then the
Shit.
Super Nintendo in 93. So we're talking about when it came out, it was like a year after the console essentially had been put on market.
That blows everything out of the water that was on it right then. Like, I
Yeah.
can't think, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it runs really good too, except for there's like a few moments of slowdown, but it's like when you
And R-Type was way worse than that.
R-Type
That was my shooter as a kid.
Dude, I don't even know that I could,
Oh, it's a boss? Oh, man, he must have some sort of slowdown rate. I thought as a kid.
dude, I don't think I could play
Damn
R-Type.
slowdown rays.
Man, all these bosses have these slowdown powers.
I don't think I could play it without the slowdown. I think it would be so much harder. Because when it slows down in R-Type, it gives you time to fucking think.
Yep.
Well, Dave, you'll be happy to know that you will be able to play it without slowdown real soon as Pocky and Rocky Reshrined is coming out for Switch. And I think I was one of 4 people that was excited about that.
I remember you tweeting about that. That is, and hopefully that's still coming out this year. And I got a few things to say about I hope that it is a true twin stick shooter. And
Oh yeah, no, it needs the second analog stick 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the big thing for me going back to playing Pocky and Rocky for the Super Nintendo was holy shit. The whole time I was like, I wish I had 2 analog sticks because it's really hard to throw things diagonally. But also, I think it'd be nice in that Pocky and Rocky Reshrine that's supposed to come out the last half of this year. Keep your fingers crossed, because I'm in. I'm 100% in. I want to buy that, and I hope that the net play works, because that's the other thing. But it's like, there are so many times where it's like they should.
I want to play and have Choctaw carry me through this game. That's how I want to play it.
Right?
Wait,
yes.
are you saying you did not have a good time playing Scott Pilgrim with me?
Choctaw?
It's completely skipping a boss.
Choctaw, the best part of that was us strengthening the bond of our friendship, and had absolutely nothing to do with homies kissing each other on the mouth, or the wonderful experience we had with the Ubisoft servers.
That was the way that we re-strengthened and re-signed our friendship agreement.
That's true. Yeah, we have a friendship contract, and it is signed in Ubisoft's blood.
And for all the Ubisoft reps that are currently listening right now, it's quite a number of you possibly. You might want to look into the net play for Scott Pilgrim.
It's abysmal. It is the worst. It is so sad, because that's a game.
Their goal
that I
is to
remember
make
fondly.
you go read the books.
Yeah, no. Every 5 seconds, the gameplay is interrupted with an ad for the movie.
Which I finally finished those books last week.
They're good books.
I blazed through them except for the last half of the last one, and I didn't want to finish it.
Mm-hmm.
But I finally did, and man, so good. So good.
And you got the color version, right?
Yep.
The reprint. With
Yep.
Yeah. No, that looks really good. I got my old black and white paperbacks, but I was pretty tempted to pick up the color reprint, because it looks really nice.
I got the black and white ones, and sent that to Gentle G for his Christmas in April.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I read a book this year.
Yeah. What was it?
It was Ready Player One.
Naruto season 4 subbed.
I'm trying to read more, because I should, just to peel myself away from a screen. So I was like, what better place to start than Ready Player One? I liked the movie. I know the book is supposed to be better.
I didn't read it. I listened to it.
Yeah, I strictly only listen to books now. I don't have the luxury of laying down for hours at a time, so it's just audiobooks while I do other shit.
Yeah.
But it infinitely better than the movie. Darker, just it held my attention way better.
Yeah, I preferred the book because there's a lot of, I don't know, you can fit more information in a book, and I feel like that's always the case.
But also, it wasn't Hollywoodified the way the movie was. Let's
Sure.
put these references in because more people recognize it.
Right. Yeah, and it wasn't you don't have to worry about licensing in a book, I guess. And so, I guess that was kind of I feel like the problem with the movie was that they used different license. They got the licenses that they could get. You know what I mean? As opposed to the licenses that the author wanted to use or did use, I guess, in the book. And it's just kind of like, okay, it's kind of not the same movie, honestly.
I don't feel like in Ready Player 2 there are nearly so many references.
That's probably for the backlash from the first book.
Yeah, I kind of feel like they pared it down considerably. So okay, so all we have to do is get the rights to all of Prince's music and John Hughes' entire movie catalog, and we're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's on my list of things to read next.
I liked it. It was harder to get into, but toward the end I enjoyed it.
I mean, I know what the premise of the book is, and I just heard mixed things about it, but I'm going to get to it. Right now I'm reading a short book. It's like a compilation of all of Iwata's Ask Iwata articles.
Yeah, I heard about that book, man. I really want to read that.
It's pretty good. It's a little tough to get through because of the translation, but it's not bad.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna. Damn it. Because now it's like, shit, I wanted to read that and then I forgot about it, and now I want to read it again. I've got two piles: the actual do it pile, or the I'll get to that pile.
Retirement. Okay,
Yeah,
pile.
right. You know what I would watch happily, subbed or dubbed? I would watch a Pocky and Rocky anime in a fucking hot minute.
Yeah.
Especially if it was done in like a retro, early 90s anime
yep.
style. Yeah, dude. I would be all over
Inuyasha,
it.
but with Pocky and Rocky.
Yes.
Do it in 4:3.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, of course.
Cowboy Bebop. Every episode, they go save a different group of monsters or goblins at at a different location.
I love it, dude. I'm in. Bad voice acting. I'm in. Let's do it.
And it's going to be on Toonami.
Yeah, it has to be. We'll have to bring Toonami back, assuming that it's no longer existing. I don't know. I have no idea. But I feel like the art style of the game was strong enough, honestly, to warrant, like, they've done a lot of the work. The best, honestly, I think the gameplay of this game is really good. The Wikipedia entry doesn't really get into it, but it's a walk around throwing cards if you are Pocky, or leaves if you are Rocky. And it works essentially just like, imagine instead of a spaceship that's flying around, you're instead looking down at a person or a tanuki from top down.
And it's so well done. You had to tell me that before I went, oh shit, it is.
It is well done.
Yeah.
It is well done. It really is.
I was like, man, it really is like a side-scrolling horizontal and vertical shooter. I didn't even realize it. I was so charmed by the graphics and the interface and everything.
Yeah, I honestly think it's like truly one of the best looking Super Nintendo games.
Absolutely.
I mean, Pocky Rocky 2, of course, I feel like looks really good too.
I don't even remember it.
And I
remember beating it. I loved it.
Yeah.
But I remember like comparing the two. I have the frame of reference is so far gone.
We only did that episode. It was episode 35. We only did it 8 years ago, Tyler. I don't understand.
The short-term memory is starting to go.
Yep.
By the way, Toonami is still a thing. It airs from 11 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Whoa. Wow. 4:3 aspect ratio or nah?
No.
Nah, bummer.
I mean, the lineup's pretty good. My Hero, Dr. Stone, One Punch Man, Fire Force, Food Wars, Demon Slayer, Black Clover, JoJo's, Naruto, Promised Neverland, Attack on Titan.
Wow, dude. That's like okay. Damn.
I mean, you just have to stay up the entire night. That's it.
Yeah, that's all. You just have to do it on the schedule.
You just gotta hate yourself the next morning.
Yeah. I think that the art style is strong enough that even if the gameplay wasn't there for Pocky and Rocky, which it is, I feel like that it could carry the game, because I'm hard pressed to name more than 5 Super Nintendo games that look as good as Pocky and Rocky.
The sprite work is phenomenal. Like,
It's
every
amazing.
enemy is unique. They don't really reuse much.
Yeah, not a lot. And it's like the sprites are all shaded. And it's like if you go to like Spriter's Resource and just take a look at, you can always tell when a game has good art assets, because Spriter's Resource, which is a great website, by the way, if you're not familiar, where essentially people just rip sprites, images, backgrounds from video games, particularly the old ones, and they put it online. You can always tell a good-looking game because it has a robust library. Like, people have gone to the effort of ripping these sprites.
Is that where you found the guy eating the hamburger from Pac-Man 2?
That one, unfortunately, didn't have a whole bunch of...
I didn't think it would.
So that one's actually from my capture. So I went to great effort to get that hamburger guy for my check you later ending screen on first stream. But yeah, no, I love it.
And now you've immortalized him.
Yeah, man. What's crazy about that is the best, perhaps one of the best images in the Super Nintendo library, that young surfer boy eating a giant hamburger on a billboard from Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures, was censorship. That was like a bikini babe in the Japanese version. And then like Nintendo of America was like, nope.
Put Hamburger Boy in there.
Yeah, we need Burger Boy. Chop, Burger Boy. Boobs, no. Burgers, yes.
Yep.
But yeah, man, it's like this on Spriter's Resource, like Pocky and Rocky, like they have a lot of sprites. And that's usually like, when you go to Wikipedia and you find like a red link, you're like, oh, that's not good. It's the opposite on Spriter's Resource when you find like, oh man, there's so many sprites. It's usually because the game is beautiful. And this game it's beautiful. It really is. It's
Both of them
game.
are, yeah.
It might be one of the earlier games that actually implements Mode 7. I don't know what the first game is.
Do you mean like the arcade version?
No, I'm talking about I guess the earliest Super Nintendo game that implements Mode 7.
Oh,
because you have like the mist over some of the stages, like when you're in the graveyard.
Yeah, which I think is like, that's the kind of Mode 7 that I like to see, when it's like, I don't notice it right away as being mode 7, but then like a little bit later, it's like, oh, that's a really nice use of mode 7.
Yep.
It's kind of like, I like it when it's kind of in the background, like the blood effects. It's the same as like CG, like with the blood effects in Walking Dead, like all that's like CG, and it's like I feel like that's a good use of CG, like blood splatter and stuff, where it's not like, you know, the zombies look like they're from fucking Reboot or something, you know, like just like fill in the details with the special effects. Yeah. But like there is so like there's very little use of mode 7 and there's very little use of parallax scrolling, which is one of the things that this game kind of got blasted for by games media when it came out, because mode 7 was like a big deal, parallax scrolling was like a big deal. But it's kind of one of those things I think that makes this game timeless now, is that they didn't overuse those technologies, because it's like nothing like F-Zero.
Why does Studio Ghibli use 3D modeling for everything? This is fucking horseshit. What year is it? Come on.
Well, there's only one section that uses an auto scroll.
Yeah, there's one section, and that's like on like an airship, and which, God, thank you for like only having one section. If you're gonna do it at all, just minimize it, please. Because that's just I don't know, that's the death of a lot of shooters for me, is when you're in a forced scrolling situation.
I think that the sprites were the perfect size in this game. I don't know how everyone else here feels about the size of the sprites in this game.
Tyler, care to weigh in on the size of the sprites?
I agree. I think it's perfect.
Yeah, it's a good size.
As a sprite size queen, it's perfect.
But it's like, that's the other thing, is like how expressive these characters are, because it's like if you go to Spriter's Resource and take a look, you don't, or if you just play the game, there are so many sprites for the same character, and it's like, here's the character exasperated, here's the character happy, and it's like this happens in gameplay. This isn't like during cutscenes. This is like during the game.
My dad joke brain went, why not some 7-Ups?
There's one animation where I think you're fighting the Lich and you get frozen, and I don't think that animation is used anywhere else. That sprite.
No, I think you're right, dude. Because like you just get encased in ice,
and it's just that one attack.
Yeah, and it's like, how custom can you get? That's about as custom as you can get.
Yep.
And it's also like in the menus, I'm so used to playing these shitty Super Nintendo games at this point, because we're at the bottom of the barrel for a lot of this.
Yeah.
This was like a breath of fresh air, because it's like the menus are all like, yeah, there was some room left in this menu, so here's like some cool art that we just put in to make it look better. Nice, thank you.
Oh wow, you guys give a shit.
You guys care.
This isn't a weird cash grab that you're being shoehorned into doing.
Yeah, and it shows, and I really appreciate it, because it's like, man, these guys really seem to give a shit.
Was this inspired on anything? Have we talked about that? Is there an old manga for Pocky and Rocky or anything? Or
God, I wish.
Yeah, I also wish. I would track that down and read it. No, it's just
Japanese folklore.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember you talking about the Kappas who got a hold of TGRI mutagen and just fucking drank it all, because you've got these ripped TMNT style Kappas jumping out of the river, and then with their Super Shredder style Kappa that's throwing fucking bombs at you.
Yes.
Yep.
Dude, that is like one of my favorite segments in the game, because like it looks so good. Like the water looks really good, and the colors in this game like look really good. It looks animated. Like that's the best way to describe the art style, is it looks animated. And it's like one of my favorite things about that segment is, so all these, you're on a raft and it's floating, and these Kappa, which are like turtle trolls in Japanese mythology, they're like hopping on the raft, trying to they'll grab you and like pull you off the raft and deal.
Yeah, they drown you.
They'll drown you. Yeah. So which
just
is
like the folklore
like
says
the
they
folklore.
do.
Yeah, no, it's great, but
they don't have a cute imp halberd and tortoise shield like they do in Final Fantasy VI and get all badass.
no, they don't. But one of my favorite things is like, and there's this is just me. This is just a Dave fact. But you can see like on the river, like at the side of the river, you can see there's some big kappa that are sitting on the side of the river. And the way that they're sitting reminds me of the meme with the black porn star, the gay porn star sitting on the bed with his like giant pixelated cock.
Wait, Dave, what are you talking about? Source in the show notes.
Yeah, we'll get.
right.
Yeah, we'll get that. We'll get that in the show notes. I think his name is Wood. Don't ask me how I know that, but he's on. Like, I want to take one of the sprites of these kappa, like that's on the side of the river, and I want to add like a green pixelated bar hanging down. Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen that pickle commercial with the knockoff Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
Yes, it's like a German one, isn't it?
He comes out of the shower. And he has a towel wrapped around his waist. And then he pulls the towel off, and like right before anything is exposed, it cuts to a jar of pickles.
Yeah, man. I love it. I'd forgotten about that. Anytime I think about turtles, I think about that that video of them with the pizza party.
Yeah.
Link in the show notes, maybe.
They're trying to wring that cream out of those garden hoses.
Yeah.
Those uncircumcised garden hoses.
Oh, man.
I know we're probably going to talk about stages, but that stage that you were just talking about is probably where I struggled the most, because it is relentless between all the kappas. You have the crabs that come out of the bubble. You have the kappa throwing bombs.
Yep.
And then on top of that, you go right into a boss fight.
You fight a boss, which is fucking up, because I was like, I remember like when I was playing it the first time, and it's like, oh man, this kappa raft has got to be the boss, right? Now he just disappears, and then like a Hydra octopus shows up, and it's like, oh my God, there's more. You have like
Octopus's evolved form, Hydropus.
Yeah.
There's a better content creator out there somewhere.
You have like 4 hits that you can take in the game, which is different than the arcade game, which was like Contra style. 1 hit, you're out kind of deal, which I can't even imagine. This game was hard. I played this game on easy. I finished it, but barely. And then, like, I got to the end of it, and it was like, I would like to do this again on normal, but like, I need a break. I need a breather.
I beat Pocky and Rocky 2 by save scumming and cheating and save states the shit out of it. So this game, not at all. Like I played it a little while. I was like, this is fucking hard. I'm gonna watch Dave do this. He's much better at this kind of shit than I am.
Man, I'm not great, to be honest. Like bullet hells are like not my thing typically. But when the art style is so good, it's like, okay, when I can play as a Tanuki and throw leaves. I'm in. I don't know if I'm a Rocky man. I don't know about you guys.
That was the question that was going to come up. Who do you prefer to play?
I guess Pocky, because I feel like, I don't know, Rocky was. I'm sure they're probably the same.
They're not.
They're not.
They're slightly different. Yeah. Okay. I think that Pocky is probably honestly the better of the two.
I feel like Pocky was a little bit maybe faster.
She is a little bit faster, and her bombs. There are bombs in the game. Which will do a screen clear, and that's one of the things they kind of adjust in the difficulty. Like if you play on easy, I think you get 4 bombs, normal 2, and hard is 0. And boy, I needed those bombs. I'd save them for the boss and just go and then like move on. But Pocky's bombs are stronger, but Rocky's has like a wider range kind of deal.
Okay,
I think I prefer the leaves from Rocky as opposed to the throwing cards, even though they're probably, I don't know, they're probably the same in terms of damage. I mean, maybe their movement speed is different, but I don't know. Leaves over cards.
Yeah, I'm with you. Leaves over cards.
You always say that.
That's your catchphrase. There he goes again. Leaves over cards.
That's in your Twitter bio, isn't it?
Are they cards, or are they like ceiling tags? Like
they're magic cards.
Yeah, they're called magic cards in the English.
She wouldn't be throwing them away that hard if they were magic cards.
Black Lotus, Wrath of God. They're called magic cards in the English version and in the translated version. Obviously, they translated a bunch of stuff for North America because this game is very Japanese, and which is one of the things that I really like about it, because they really lean into it. They don't like, they're like, this is a very Japanese game.
Unapologetically Japanese.
Yes, absolutely. And that's one of the things that is great about it. So Rocky, he's a Tanuki. His original name is Manuke, and he is the original final boss of the arcade game. So in the beginning of the game, there's this story about him showing up to Pocky's shrine. They changed her name as well, of course,
because Pocky the snack company sued.
But her name is Sayo-chan, and so Rocky shows up and he's like, "Hey, look, I know we've had our differences in the past, but however, when you helped us last time and got the Nopino goblins under control, shit has gone down since then. Something terrible has happened, and we need your help." And like as he's asking her for help, this giant, like if a Goomba fucked the gingerbread man, like shows up and is like, "Let's fucking fight."
Also the Mario Goombas.
Right?
You're referring to the Milk Dud boss, as I thought it was as a kid.
Yes.
I was like, it's the giant Milk Dud who is spewing smaller milk duds.
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense.
So and we didn't even get into like history with the game. Choctaw, like this is like a big rental.
If we got in a fight, I'd throw my organs at you. It makes sense. It's what I have.
If it's all you've got.
Yeah.
So when I was a kid, there was a little mom and pop store that was a couple blocks away. I grew up in Brooklyn, so like everything was kind of walking distance. And this was one of the games that I would frequently rent, but never opted to buy, even though like now I wish I bought it, because if you look at eBay prices for this game, open box, it's insane.
Pretty nuts.
Yeah. Rented this game all the time. I don't really recall playing multiplayer with any friends. I don't think they were too interested in it. But I don't even know a lot of people that have played this game.
Yeah, I don't think it was marketed very well.
No.
Because, this is one that I feel like if you're into retro gaming at this point, you know about it, but it's like, as a kid, I had no idea this game existed.
Yep.
None. None. And I would have loved it.
I think I would have loved it too, but I absolutely would not have understood it.
No, of course not. No, because there's a lot of like, it's the early 90s and we're American kids watching Saved by the Bell, like Sailor Moon would be like the closest analog
Sailor
to
Moon
me.
is that, that was the first anime I ever saw was Sailor Moon. So, and this predates what that would have been for
right.
me,
I was about to say I wasn't watching that in 93. That was like a few years later.
Like, I bet like 90, 96, 97 is probably when I saw Sailor Moon.
Which, I mean, that would have given me perspective on the Shrine Maiden, I guess, because of Sailor Mars. But that's about it. Like, I didn't even know, like, Tanuki Mario playing Super Mario Brothers 3 as a kid. I love Super Mario Brothers 3.
He was just wearing Rocky's flesh.
Right? That's his suit, yeah.
I just thought it was like, okay, so a leaf makes you a little raccoon, but you could also be total raccoon. Is all I thought that was.
Yeah. And like,
oh, man, now I'm a full-blooded raccoon.
I have rabies.
I never understood why Tanuki Mario would turn to stone. Because like he had that move where you could turn him to a statue, and it's like, what is that's
weird.
So weird. Which you can do in Pocky and Rocky as well. I didn't know this last night when I was playing it, but like the characters not only have like a throwing attack where Pocky will throw those cards and Rocky will throw the leaves. They also have a melee attack. And Pocky will use like a purification rod that's used in rituals. And meanwhile, Rocky will fan his tail to hit enemies. If you hold down the melee button, there's a charge attack where it's like Pocky will spin around and hit enemies with her stick. And then meanwhile, Rocky turns into a statue and becomes invulnerable for like a few seconds. And holy shit, I wish I would have known that last night, because it feels like if he has a strength, that's probably it. Because shit is coming at you constantly in this game. I mean, it's even on easy was like, holy shit, can you give me a minute? It's nonstop.
So,
because I remember I was hearing you say, I don't love bullet hells. It's one of the reasons I haven't played Enter the Gungeon.
Yeah.
And I know what your other reasons are, and there's the same reasons I haven't played Enter the Gungeon either. But also, like, outside of really, I mean, I did love Pocky and Rocky too, but man, there is a level that bullet hells get to where it's just like sensory everything overload. Gotta step away.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's charming enough that it'll definitely pull me in, but man, it skirts that fucking.
It's challenging, dude.
Yeah.
And I do not think that it's easy to learn either, because it's like, so Postmaster General Damien was in chat who had played this, and he was like giving me tips and stuff where he's like, you can map your controls to other buttons in the options. That's like another thing that's like really rare for Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, so map the slide. There's a slide that all the characters can do where you can like move quickly for like a pretty long distance, but then there's like a recovery time after it. So if you need to get dodge out of the way and you're not too worried about being hit for just like laying on the ground for a couple seconds afterwards, it's a great thing. And it adds like a whole like another dimension to it. But it's like there are so many things that you like have to learn, like when to do what, and like not only that, but like the melee attacks. I didn't know until he told me you can deflect bullets and stuff with your melee attack, like a Jedi. And it's like, oh, I didn't know that. That's nice.
And that's something that I ignored as a kid, because as a kid, I just wanted to run and gun. I wanted to run. I wanted to throw leaves. I wanted to kill enemies. I wasn't as strategic, but now replaying the game yesterday for the first time in probably a couple of years. I think I might have played this in the recent last 5 years. But you can deflect and you can slide, and those are like two mechanics I just completely ignored when I was a kid. And I would have probably had an easier time with the game had I actually used them.
Yeah, they definitely have their place, like especially the melee attack deflect. Like when Damien told me that, it changed the game, because it's like, oh, I kind of have like a parry essentially. Like I can block stuff now all of a sudden, which is really useful because, like I was saying earlier, it's a nonstop barrage of like bullets, bones being thrown at you by zombies,
bombs, crabs,
flying flying eyeballs. Yes, crabs, kappa shells. Yeah, it's just it doesn't stop, which is great. It makes it fun, and it's one of the things that I like about Pocky and Rocky, maybe over Pocky and Rocky 2. I definitely wanted to get into that. I know that you haven't played Pocky and Rocky 2 for a while.
No, like I remember liking it. That's about it.
It added RPG elements where like there were shops where you could go in and instead of having hit points like you do in Pocky and Rocky, it was like Ghosts and Goblins style, where like essentially Pocky would like lose clothes to let you know how many hit points she has. So, like,
was that allowed?
They did it. I don't know. It happened. So you hit her, like when she gets hit, her like robes come off and she's wearing shorts. And then you can go into a shop and you can purchase a new robe. You can purchase like, I guess, bunny ears, which gives you like an extra point of defense.
Did it give you more speed?
I think
okay.
That might be golden coins you might be thinking of. I don't know. I can't remember if in Pocky Rocky 2 it also did that. But these were all like cool things. But playing this is my preferred style, because this is more just like a straight up, this is action. The action does not stop until the end of the level. In Pocky and Rocky 2, it feels kind of herky and jerky, because it's like, okay, I did a segment. Okay, let's go in the store. All right, we buy things. Okay, let's get back into it. Oh, there's another store. Get in there. And it's not open world like River City Ransom, which I feel like would make a difference. Because in River City Ransom, it's great because it's like, you're not following a level. You're just doing whatever you want.
Yeah.
In Pocky and Rocky 2, it just feels like a pit stop where it's like, okay, you stop here and now you're back on the rails.
Or you're fucked.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I have limited experience with Pocky and Rocky 2 because the place that I went to rent from as a kid, I don't recall them having it. I feel like I might have tried it if they did, because I liked this game. So not until later on, like when I started emulating games, was I able to play it, and I was like, this is completely different, because it breaks up the action with having to go in and purchase. But I remember like giant cards being one of the attacks. So when I watched a replay of it earlier, just to get a refresher, I remembered that I have played this, but it's not as memorable to me as the original.
Yeah, I think man, it's so weird to me that Pocky and Rocky 2 was on IGN's Top 100 Super Nintendo games, and Pocky and Rocky 1, first of all, wasn't. And second of all, like, I feel like it's a better game than Pocky and Rocky 2. Like, I feel like both of the games should have been on the list. And I know we're doing segments and shit like totally out of order, but I mean, this is a really good game. Like, this is a really good game.
And why Final Fight 1 was on the list, but not 2 or 3?
2 or 3.
Or Guy.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
I mean, it's possible that they looked at it as a series and, hey, I'm going to choose the better, or our opinion of the better of the two as a series.
New is always better.
Well, not in the case of Final Fight, they didn't do that. I think they just did Final Fight because they're like, I feel like when they put lists together, they're like, we are writing this. This is going to sound shitty. I'm sorry. But we're writing this for the lowest common denominator. We're writing this for people who are familiar with Final Fight, but maybe don't know about Final Fight 3.
That's video game journalism.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely. Totally. I agree. And what's, and I'm not trying to talk down because I was that person. Like when we started this show 8 years ago, I didn't know about Pocky and Rocky.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about Pocky and Rocky 2. So I mean, like, it worked for me. Like, it got me into like checking other things out. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but I don't know. There does come a point where it's like, well, I mean, there are other really good games that people should also know about. And it shouldn't be confined to, we're only going to have one Pocky and Rocky game on this list or one Final Fight game on this list kind of deal.
I feel like you're right that there has to be whatever is the bottom has to have big name recognition.
Yeah.
To draw someone in.
Number 100. Yeah.
Some weird ass title, you'd be like, oh, I don't, you might not read the list. Like,
right,
if something it's at the bottom, like, well, shit, what's at the top then?
Or even if it's something that seems like it shouldn't be good, like Goof Troop, for example. Like if Goof Troop, like if they led with Goof Troop as like number 100, it would be like, what kind of dingus list is this?
Yep.
Goof Troop? Yeah.
The bait and switch.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. Because I remember Josh and I, because now applying that thinking, I remember half of TADPOG Sweethearts, Josh Nance and I, there was this magazine he bought, and then we talked about it for years as we delved into these characters we didn't know. I remember they did a big list over the top 10 strongest people in Marvel.
Okay.
I remember us poring over this list and talking about it, debating it, wondering if it's accurate. Other people we didn't know anything about. It made us go and kind of do research on them because we just wanted to know.
Sure.
But number 10 was the Hulk. So it's like, I think it's that time where he and I both were like, God damn, the Hulk number 10? Who are the 9 people stronger than the Hulk? So it hooks you in. And then, granted, they had explanations then for why every character would beat every other character to be on their list.
Right.
But there's really something to what the bottom is as important as the top if you want to hook somebody.
Now let's remember all this when we put together the TADPOG list.
Yes. Yes.
Because we're gonna be
number 785.
We're gonna have to decide: do we sell out?
Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island.
Yeah, I'd put that at about 100. That's oh.
We hook them with Street Hockey 95 at the very bottom.
Oh, nasty slaps.
So we should probably talk about the items and the item system in this game.
Yeah, man, I'd love to.
You have you have 2 different types of weapons. So your base weapon is, if you're playing Pocky, you have throwing cards, you have magic cards or whatever. And then if you're Rocky, you have leaves. But you can both upgrade if you grab, there's 2 different types of weapon orbs. You have red orbs, which will give you fireballs, and then you have like purple or bluish orbs, which will upgrade your existing weapon. Now, I feel like every time I grab the red orb, I'm like, fuck, damn it, because the fireballs aren't as good, or at least personally, I prefer upgrading leaves or cards because you can upgrade them into a spread shot, like Contra.
Yeah, and we all know spread is the best.
It covers more area.
Yeah.
You can kill more enemies.
Yeah, because they're not that tough. You know what I mean? Changing it to fire, I guess, is great for bosses and stuff. Like if you just want to deal more damage, but generally you want to cover as much area as you can. Because I feel like stuff's just coming at you constantly,
all willy-nilly.
From all directions.
On top
and
of that, oh, sorry.
I like that you can also you can stack them too, because it's like if you collect, like if you can keep upgrading your cards or leaves, and it like makes them faster. And it upgrades like the size of them as well, because it's like Rocky's leaves at first are pretty small, but the more of these power-ups you collect, they get bigger. And he throws them
fucking throwing
faster.
elfin ears by the fucking end of it.
Pretty much, yeah.
So we're all in agreement that leaves and cards over fireballs
I'm not going to fight you on that.
Across
Yeah,
the
I
board.
always say that.
Yeah.
I'm so predictable. Then some of the other items you have food and tea that restores health,
Mm-hmm.
and you have what they're like green orbs that are bombs for screen clears or.
Yep, you've got the bombs that you can pick up for screen clears. You've got one of my favorite power-ups is called Mad Dog. And it's not a malt liquor beverage. It is like one of those, like, I guess like the stone dog statues that you would see. It's like it's one of those, but you ride it, and it gives you
a temple dog or a foo dog.
Yes. So, and it like gives you one of the it gives you invincibility, and it's like there is there is one segment. So like in one of the areas, you're on like this mountain pass, and it's these like there are these segments, like sections of bridges that you have to cross, and they're guarded by these like Kirby looking villains, like these clouds that shoot lightning. And man, I was so happy when I got a Mad Dog, because it's like, all right, I'm just making a beeline past all of these clouds so I don't have to deal with them. Best power up in the game. Best power up in the game. Mad Dog.
Krako is that the enemy you're thinking of from Kirby?
Yes, you're right. Yeah, Krako.
What was your favorite item, Choctaw?
I mean, the dog power up's great, but it's only in what, like one segment you get it, or it's very sparse.
Yeah, it is. It's rare, and I don't know if it's randomly determined when you get it or not, because it comes from one of these helpers. Like every stage has a hidden helper, and like in that mountain pass stage, it was like you just hit a hawk with a leaf for a card, and then the hawk transforms into a helper. And sometimes it was the lady.
Helper hawk. Yeah.
Helper hawk. Yeah, you know.
It's like Hamburger Helper's cousin.
My halfling cleric. Or my halfling druid. Yeah, helper hawk. I'll write that down.
but like whenever you find one of these helpers, it seemed random which one kind of appears. And it's like if I could get the lady to show up, she would give me a Mad Dog. But some of the other ones would just give me bullshit.
I like the shield because it gave you a little extra health. You know, you're invulnerable, or you were able to take a certain amount of extra hits, and it was useful against crazier parts where you were just getting bombarded from all over the place.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the shield is super nice, especially because like when you get hit, your power ups that you've kind of been stacking start to decrease. Which, man, it sucks when you've got like full bore leaves, and then all of a sudden you're like, you got your starter set essentially.
I mean, I'm thankful that it's gradual and it's not just you get hit once and you're back to, tiny single leaves.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. No, that would be unbearable. and like a lot of shooters, honestly. So I guess it's kind of forgiving in that regard. You've also got unlimited continues, which I think is also very generous.
That's great, because you know how frustrating it would be getting to the Flying Fortress, the Forbidden Castle, or the final battle, and then having to go all the way back to the beginning.
Yeah, no, that would make this a much less enjoyable game. And I feel like, I know that this version of the game wasn't an arcade port, but like it feels like outside of that mechanic, it does feel very arcade-like. And like that's like one of the big pitfalls of like arcade ports is when they bring them to a console, they don't bother to think about, oh, should we change the system where like people die and then I guess you're out of quarters. I guess you got to start over at the beginning. It's pretty rare for like 1992, 1993 for a game to be like, yeah, unlimited continues. You're good. We made this game hard enough.
Yeah. Well, see, also talk about the Mad Dogs just made me think one of my favorite characters in the Dresden Files is a temple dog, a foo dog.
Oh, yeah?
So that's another series, Choctaw. If you're trying to get back into reading, plenty of easy read books are the Dresden Files. Cannot recommend them enough. At one point, he's on a mission where somebody has stolen a litter of temple dogs, which is, oh, fuck, because these things are crazy powerful.
I know. I play Pocky Rocky.
Yeah,
They're great.
just imagine if you got them everywhere.
Well, a bunch of them.
So, and they're only like they can only stay in this one region of Tibet. So he goes and he helps recover them, gives them back, not realizing that one of the puppies fell out of the box and is like in his car. So the people then fly back to Tibet. He gets home. He goes back up to his car. He opens it up. There's the dog. He's like, oh shit. Well, he's hungry, and eventually he doesn't want to call him back. So he just keeps the dog. The dog absolutely becomes one of my favorite characters. He's intelligent, amazing guardian, very cool powers. And then in one of the more recent books where he does a lot of, because they're all the Dresden Files books except for 2 are all from Harry Dresden's first person perspective, except for like Side Jobs and another one where it does the first person into all the other characters. And then in the most recent book, they do Mouse is the dog's name. You get a chapter from Mouse's perspective, which was so fucking good. So,
is there a B plot where someone wants to make food dog skin coats and
he does eventually find like another one of the people who stole the litter did manage to hold on to one of them. So then there's an evil food dog going around that he's got to contend with.
Cool.
So Dresden Files, can't recommend enough. Fucking love it. So fucking ready for the next one.
So what was everyone's...
Did you guys
I feel like we're going to ask the same question here.
Yeah. Go for it.
What was everyone's...
Choctaw could not have cared less about that rant.
Sorry.
So anyway, Pocky Rocky.
So anyway, fuck what Tyler said. What was everyone's favorite stage?
Man, I thought the river, the enchanted forest with like you got like a bamboo golem who throws like kunai leaves at you from his...
You're thinking about those Kappa dicks.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and the Kappa dicks, of course. That's a big plus. I've heard the only way to survive when a Kappa pulls you into the river is to climb up a veiny Kappa vine on the side of the river. I really like that level just because of the way it looked. Although it's honestly hard to pick a favorite one because a lot of them are...
The raft makes horror cute.
Yeah.
Demon dragging you into the depths and killing you.
Yeah, it does. Choctaw, what's your favorite?
It was probably the cemetery mystery because I like going from the Halloween-esque vibe to fighting the Lich to going inside and having like the Jester and the other enemies and then like fighting the Lich a second time.
And then you also fight, like at the bottom of the crypt, you fight Bluto the Genie.
Oh, yeah. You fight, a pretty easy mid-boss because he's just kind of floating around. Then he has like the Family Guy-esque cloud where he's like, Peter, don't get too close to that thing, and he gets pulled into the fight.
Yeah, man. It's like, what's crazy because it's like you talking about the Genie being a mid-boss, like in that cemetery, there's like a boss at the end of each segment. This game is so cool because they're just like, we're just gonna throw bosses in, and yeah.
Personally, I love that shit. I love a good boss fight.
Yeah, man. I think it's chef's kiss. I love it.
Gonna deliver a hot take for you guys. This was the original Cuphead.
Oh,
that's pretty good.
Rocky,
right.
the original
pretty
Cuphead.
Good.
Okay, because of like the animated kind of style.
Animated style.
The run and gun.
It's kind of not really a boss rush, but there's plenty of bosses in it. It's a run and gun. It's hard as fucking balls.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Tyler, did you have a favorite stage?
No, Kappa stage.
The Kappa stage.
Just seeing, because watching,
you always say that,
getting dragged off the raft slowly and see the panicky animation as you go into the water and just die.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah, no, it is, and like I didn't expect it. You don't expect it the first time, and it's like, what the fuck what is happening? Yeah, they just drag you down to the depths.
And getting dragged into the water actually does a lot of damage.
Yeah, it does. It takes half of your life, so you can essentially get dragged in twice, and then you're done. There's also the we talked about the haunted shrine where you fight the Malton Milk Balls guy.
Yep.
The enchanted forest where you fight the Kappas on the river, the cemetery where you fight the Lich and the Genie, there's also, we were talking about the mountain pass, which ends in the airship, where you fight this, like, the boss of that is this giant eagle in armor. And at first he looks like
Storm Eagle
from Mega Man X.
Yeah. Well, at first I saw him and I was like, because the whole reason that you're on this airship is because you've got to get to Black Mantle's castle. Black Mantle is the asshole who's responsible for he and his Gorgonzola goblins.
Oh, I think he's misunderstood.
Yeah, do you think so? I don't know, man. I don't
People
know.
who hate blue cheese, God, blue cheese is great.
But he and his Gorgonzola goblins are causing this problem, and he's in
now some ricotta rapists. I'm like, oh shit, I'm with you. That's bad.
Ricotta rappers.
The ricotta rappers.
See, hearing you guys say ricotta when I grew up in Italian American Brooklyn and we called it ricotta is we cut off a couple letters because we were lazy.
It saves time
for most things. You got mozzarella, you got ricotta. We're saving time. We're like Kevin from The Office.
You got some Ricky cheese on that? So I've been to New York once, and my friend took me to Grimaldi's to eat. In the grand scheme of pizza, how good of pizza did I get from New York?
Grimaldi's is pretty good. It's not my favorite, but it's pretty high up there. And you want the true New York experience, you got to go to Two Bros and get a $1 slice.
Two Bros?
Yeah, Two Bros Pizza, just you get a greasy $1 slice. But there's a ton of good pizza places, but Grimaldi's is on that list.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I feel good. I feel like
you didn't get cheated. You didn't end up in some very touristy place. I think Grimaldi's holds up very well.
Who's this Papa John's fellow? He makes a good pizza.
You guys got that Papa John's over here?
You got what's that? Shaquille O'Neal with all the pepperonis. I tell you, that's the way to get a pizza. A lot of pepperoni.
You see, for us having Domino's is a specific craving because if you want pizza, you don't ever consider Domino's amongst the list of places you would get pizza. I mean, I know it's different everywhere else because New York is known for pizza, but if it's a specific craving, it's like if you want. I mean, I guess this wouldn't help at all. If you wanted Olive Garden instead of Italian food.
No, that helps.
Yeah. It's not the same. I'm not knocking Olive Garden because I've eaten Olive Garden and it's fine, but it's not authentic Italian food.
Right, sure.
Yeah, just like when you have Chong's around here, it's not really Chinese food.
It's not Chinese food, but it's still pretty good.
Chinese
Yeah,
style.
whatever it is. Kinda.
Yeah. Chinese adjacent?
Yeah.
Would that be Japan? No, it's something different.
Probably Korea.
Korea.
Yeah. Do you fight Dracula in this game? When you finally get into the forbidden floating castle, you see all of the Nopino goblins who you're trying to save, who have been possessed by Black Mantle, who, by the way, looks like Orko's older brother. Who smokes cigarettes and gets into fights behind Hardee's after school.
This sounds like a very specific instance.
That's what he looked like to me. And the first time I saw him, and I didn't even watch a lot of He-Man or anything, but it's like, that kind of looks like if Orko got hot.
If Josh Anson's older brother were an Orko villain, okay.
I was very surprised to see Dracula because I don't remember him I'm not up on my Japanese mythology, but I don't remember hearing a lot about Dracula. But he's got it's actually a cool boss fight because he has all these like ethereal bats that chase after you while you're fighting on this like floor that's broken down into 4 rows. So it's split, it's quartered in rows, and like as you're fighting him, those rows will flip over and electrify. So like if you're standing on the row that flips over, you need to get off of that real fast, or you're about to take a whole bunch of damage. Mm-hmm. So that was like a fun boss fight.
Everybody knows about Dracula's electrofloor.
Yeah, totally. It did feel like a weird choice because first of all, why is Dracula like doing all these experiments?
I mean,
Like,
if Superman can get electrical powers, why not Dracula?
I was gonna say, can we talk about how they paint Dracula as a scientist?
right? Yeah, exactly. It's like, I mean, okay, I guess.
Isn't this Dr. Acula?
Right.
He's
Dr. Acula.
He's an
right.
electro scientist.
Dracula's my
Right.
father.
That's a Scrubs reference for
Yeah.
anybody. I'm sorry.
He was shunned from academia for his experiments on Japanese folklore characters. Jesus. And then after that, you go into the battle with Black Mantle, which is a very short level that is very difficult.
I was gonna say it is really short because you go from a mid boss, which is barely even a mid boss, to beginning boss, and then you go right into a fight with because the mid boss is like a ghost knight. It's like a floating set of armor, and he shoots like electricity, and then you kill him, and then there's a very short segment for you fight what is basically Aghanim from A Link to the Past.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Hot Orko. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can't deflect his attacks back at him.
Yeah, he's a real pain in the ass because it's like, first of all, he's like behind this force field and you have to destroy the generators. So like the first time I was like, okay, I saved up a bunch of bombs like I do when I fight bosses and I just unloaded and, he took no damage because he was behind that force field the entire time. And then chat was like, wait until he comes out. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do that next time.
Guess what's out here? Huh? See that? That's what. Come on. Here it is. Here's another one.
Yeah. So next time I did do that, and I unloaded like 4 on him, and he didn't die, and I was like, I'm in trouble. Like the Ralph Wiggum like audio meme.
I'm in danger. I'm in danger.
Yeah, right. Yeah, for sure.
Or it's like when a boss punches Goku in the face and he just stands there. Shit.
Or basically anything in Dragon Ball you can punch. Frieza, Vegeta, it doesn't matter. When they're unflinching.
It was like the developers of the game were like, we know what you've been doing, and it's not going to stand anymore. Not for the last fight. Sorry. You're going to have to do this legitimately, or at least halfway legitimately.
Immunity bomb. Okay, that makes sense.
It did. And like, what's crazy is like, it did hurt him, but it's like, it was weird to hit him with, because it like took 2 bombs to knock out the generators and I had like 2 left. All right, motherfucker, here we go. Boom, boom. He's not even flashing red. So it's like, oh my God. All the other bosses are like,
Yeah.
and fall over.
Need those triple leaves.
Yeah, man, real bad. This game is, we haven't mentioned it yet, but this game is co-op. And actually, Choctaw, I think that you did mention that when you rented it, you normally played it single player.
Mm-hmm.
This is simultaneous co-op, which I hear is really great, but I haven't experienced it.
We had to go and have kids, so we don't really do that together anymore.
Right, exactly.
With Reshrine coming out, I feel like that's an opportunity for us to play it on stream.
Man, I'm down. Let's do it. I'm excited for it. I know it's also coming out for PS4. And I got to be honest, I'm kind of tempted to pick it up on PS4 instead of Switch, just because, God, I've had so many
Frame rate.
horrible online experiences.
Online.
The frame rate is like, okay, whatever. I mean, I can't imagine it's going to I hope it doesn't suffer frame rate that bad. But like, man, it's just the online experience. I would rather get it on Switch, but I might hold off. Like, I don't know if it's going to be a day one purchase for me on Switch. I'd have to like wait and see, like talk to people and be like, how is it? How often were you disconnected? Could you get through the game like with another person without being disconnected?
I mean, I've had some this is going to be weird to say, I've had very pleasant online experiences with Switch recently because they just introduced like an online update for Super Mario Party. And my friends and I were like, let's try this 4 players and see how it goes. And we had 0 lag at all.
Nice.
Which unheard of.
Yeah, no, that's great. And I
Oh, no, we'll do it for a Mario title.
well,
Yeah.
I do feel like there is some of that where it's like, if it's a first party kind of thing, that I haven't run into a whole lot of issues. Like the hardwire Ethernet adapter for the Switch has definitely helped a lot
Oh,
for
yeah.
like
It helps.
Mario Kart and Smash and all that. But it's like, it hasn't really helped with like the indie titles. And I think it's just because I don't know what infrastructure they're using. I think some of that's probably peer-to-peer even. And I mean, with us, it would probably be okay because we all like take our fucking internet connections real serious. But
Yeah.
but I mean, if it's going through like a shitty Ubisoft server or something, then you know, I'm scared.
Are you talking about a specific game or anything?
No, I'm not talking about like anything specific, like maybe Scott Pilgrim versus the World or anything like that. Which, if you haven't checked out the video, Choctaw's video, where we played through Scott Pilgrim, you definitely should, because it was a lot of fun, and there are a lot of jokes about maybe kissing each other.
It wasn't a joke to me, Dave.
Oh shit!
Shh, Choctaw, I just said it's a joke because Tyler's here. Play cool.
No, hear all that tension in the
yeah, man, you can cut it with a knife. But yeah, I'm down to play. I'm down to play Reshrined. I just hope it's a good online experience. Because like even like Streets of Rage 4, I couldn't get through playing online, and it was like, man, what a bummer. Because this is so much more fun with another person.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have any achievements for this game?
I have a couple achievements. Actually, I had a lot that came in from Twitch chat. So thank you, chat, very much. I had a hard time choosing, but these were my 3 favorites. The first one is O Kappa, my Kappa. In order to unlock O Kappa, my Kappa, get dragged off of the raft by a Kappa. And that came in from Postmaster General Damien. Second achievement I've got is Pocky and Rocky Horror Picture Show. In order to unlock Pocky and Rocky Horror Picture Show, play this game with Tim Curry. That came in from Kana. Thank you, Kana. And then the last achievement I have is Black Mantle Castle Wrestle. And in order to unlock Black Mantle Castle Wrestle, make it to stage 6 and fight the final boss. And that came in from Big Dick Pie Baker Chris Vaughn. Do you guys have any?
I have one. That's not what I meant. And it's eat Pocky while watching Rocky.
That's really good. I like that one a lot.
I've got don't get cocky even if you're good with Rocky, and beat a level without losing, getting hit, losing any lives.
Oh
Rocky.
shit! Don't get penisy, kid.
And then you are a water ghost. Die on the raft.
I have a couple of questions for you guys. The first of which is, if you were to buy this game, Pocky and Rocky, for the Super Nintendo loose, how much should you expect to pay for it?
$150.
$150. Okay, $150 from Choctaw. Tyler, what do you think?
$151.
$151.
Yeah, you're goddamn right.
You
kiss my butt.
You want to spin that big wheel, buddy?
You're like, no. I'll bring you to SNL. And I'm like, kiss your co-host.
Actual retail value of Pocky Rocky loose for the Super Nintendo at the time of this recording.
So is the Tonight Show not good enough?
Hey, man, I think it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I think it's pretty good.
I see what you're doing, though.
The price of...
I mean, I'll take it, but I see what you're doing.
I'll let you guys finish. Go ahead. Go ahead, please.
We're done.
I'm done.
So I just want to know if my friend... I just want to know if our friendship is based on the level...
You guys have fun.
I just want to know if our friendship is based on the level of NBC shows that I can get you into, or if we're actually friends.
Or you mean what's based on all of my friends?
Dude, you got to get me into C30 Rock, man. I need the Tracy Jordan show.
Exactly. The girly show.
Yeah.
No, we've had Indian food together. That's my barometer.
So when you come here, I'll take you to a good pizza joint.
Hell yes. Pizza joint and then Sleep No More.
I've never been, but it seems like fun.
Oh my God. Just when Jacob tells me about all his experiences, it's just like, holy fuck, I have to do that before while it is a thing. I just have to. That sounds so fucking amazing.
Well, New York is opening full strength apparently in 2 weeks. Well, on my birthday. He's like, everything's
Oh, there
back.
you go.
Yeah, man, that's good timing.
Hot vaccinated summer, we call it.
The game's $173.24.
Yeah. I won.
As a collector, is it worth it for $173 for?
I mean, as a collector, I think the answer is always going to be yeah. I think as a collector, yeah. Honestly, like
a good game for a collect, so it's a little easier to swallow.
it feels better paying that much money. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, yeah, for sure, it makes it feel better. I would try to work out a fucking deal, a payment plan or something. but I would buy it. Yeah, I would buy it if I found it.
care credit? Can you do like $25.99 a month?
Do you take Dylars?
yeah, please. I got a bunch of Dylars.
Here are my knees. What's the price now?
Can you get me some cigarettes?
Yeah, God, I forgot about that. I haven't made that joke. Melissa was like, God, I could not smoke now, like $6.50 a pack. And I was like, well, how much was it in high school? She's like, I don't know, not that much, but a lot. I was like, trick question, you didn't pay for cigarettes in high school.
I was looking on eBay and someone is selling I think it's a complete in-box copy of both
saw
games
that
for
one.
$1,500.
I didn't see that one.
$1,500, both complete in box.
I mean, that'd be pretty.
That's a stimmy check.
That'd be pretty sweet. That'd be pretty sweet.
I don't got any more Biden bucks, so
No, so Pocky and Rocky 2, if you thought Pocky and Rocky 1 is expensive, Pocky and Rocky 2 on average goes for $487.
sheesh.
That's loose. That is loose.
Wow, that's more than Earthbound, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's more than Earthbound. Probably not as much as might be in the ballpark as Evo. Honestly, probably more than Evo because I've been watching that on eBay just in case someone doesn't
Just in
know.
case someone's stupid.
Right. But see,
In case someone does an oopsie.
right, if someone does an oopsie, but the problem with that is there are a million people like me who are just waiting for someone to do an oopsie on Evo. So it's like foolproof. You don't even have to know how much it is. You just put it on there and it's like idiots like me just fight over it until it's the price that it should be.
Yeah.
It's free market, baby.
It's a bad time to buy video games.
It is a really, really bad time to buy video games. Yeah. Yeah, it really is. Bad time to collect a lot of things, honestly. I've been thinking about selling my car just because cars are so expensive. And it's like, if I could sell my car now,
You could buy
And
so
then-
many Super Nintendo cartridges.
so many Super Nintendo cartridges, and then buy one a few years from now when they're so much less expensive, where it's just like, I could flip my car right now.
I could probably flip my computer. I thought about that too.
You could absolutely flip your computer if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I'm not, but I thought about it.
Yeah. What kind of card is in there?
Was it 2070 Super?
Yeah, you could definitely sell a 2070. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, someone would buy that.
Something that just made John go, "Oh, fuck you," when he saw the box. So if that's what it is.
Oh, a Voodoo 3. Okay, I gotcha.
I only recognize that from us playing Diablo and hearing Brandon say Voodoo at the same time he was saying Diablo a lot for Diablo 2.
Voodoo cards, man, were a big deal. Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
that'd be a thing of constant talk from Brandon back in the day.
Yeah, Voodoo cards were a huge deal. Yeah, for sure. Voodoo 2 and then Voodoo 3. Yeah.
Diablo
Man.
2 Resurrected.
Yeah. Are you guys getting in on that?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I would.
I
Yeah,
played
you're getting in on it too?
the hell out of Diablo 2 in like 7th grade. And all my friends that I played with are talking about it. They're like, so we're getting back together to play let's play Resurrected. I'm like, hell yeah.
Let's do a little thing called Can We Make Blake Lose His Job? And we all play Diablo 2 so much that he's compelled to play more until the point he loses his job. Because he was still, I remember, 10 years ago in seminary, he was still all about Diablo 2.
Yeah.
Got on 3 train for a little bit, but it's just like, he's like, no, it's
It's not
2.
the same.
Have they announced a price on that yet?
My guess
Like,
is
is that
it's
gonna be
probably
like-
going to be
Not
like
to
a
my
$40
knowledge.
joint.
I hope it is. I hope it's not like a $60 game.
I don't.
That's going to be a
I don't
tough
think
sell
it's
for
going
me.
to be
Yeah.
because they've sold other remasters. How much was the They did Warcraft 3, and that was like a travesty.
Yeah, I think that one ended up being free, right?
I don't think it was free, but I do
I
think
know
that it was like $40.
Yeah, I think they were like, okay, refunds, no questions asked kind of deal. It was one of those, I think.
Ew.
Yeah.
It's $30, but then there's the Spoils of War edition, which is $40.
$30, man. That's all right. I could get in for $30.
I'm talking
What's
about
this?
Warcraft.
Fuck.
Warcraft 3.
All right.
But this is, they remade this. I'm assuming it's going to be getting a similar treatment. So my guess is between 30 and 40.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's not too bad. And I'm fine if they never do anything, never touch Diablo 1. It's fucking perfect as it is. I don't want them to do anything. Do you guys think that Pocky and Rocky belongs on TADPOG's Top 100?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
I can
do.
put it on there.
I do too.
When's the last time you guys had a game that you thought belonged on Top 100?
I thought that SOS belonged on. It would be on
I
my
agreed
personal
with you.
top 100. So okay, so then probably SOS.
Let's say unanimous.
I think Tyler agreed. So it's SOS.
SOS,
Not-
maybe Prince of Persia,
Not too long ago.
Not
maybe-
too long ago.
Power Rangers.
I'd put Prince of Persia on there. Power Rangers is a really fun,
The racing
easy
game, right?
breezy beat 'em up. Well, there is a racing game.
Zeo, num 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 num. Power Rangers Zeo Racing.
Oh man, watch out, Mario Kart. I've got a quiz here that came in from one Ross Rachel Green.
Any other questions you want to ask me first?
Yeah, is there something else you want to ask Tyler first?
No, I don't understand. Is there another thing that we do on this show? I
I mean,
don't.
besides Kiss, but
Besides,
whatever.
I mean, we do that off
That's
mics
off
typically.
mic. Yeah. There are a few episodes we've recorded it, but yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I have some questions for you. Maybe I don't.
Okay.
Maybe I had a really hard time asking a question earlier. Maybe maybe this is a fuck you.
That's fine. It's fair.
Yeah, did you
Fair.
take a lot of time with those beards and glasses? I hope you did, because they're going to waste.
That's fine. Okay.
Tyler.
I can split it up there in one title, and you can put it all together yourself. It's fine. Do your own beards and glasses with this theme.
So should I have my own beards and glasses as well?
Do you want
If
to?
you have one,
Yeah.
you're a lot more acquainted with this game than I am.
I just want to interrupt Dave.
Look,
No. Now you got to do
Yeah,
the work.
right, yeah.
Now you got to get close to the sun,
All right,
Icarus. Fucking do it.
I'm going first then.
All right, Choctaw. If you were to give this game a beard that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of beard would it be?
I would give it the beard of Master Roshi, who is an
The glasses.
who is an underrated but still amazing character in the Dragon Ball franchise.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
Master Roshi. I think I'm with you.
With the evil ceiling wave or whatever. Fucking, it's still effective on fucking
Mafuba.
Vegeta at his level. Yeah.
Oh, and now you guys are talking way above my Dragon Ball pay grade. I just know him as like the pervy old man who,
That
Yeah.
sticks.
yeah.
I mean, that's what he is.
In Dragon Ball Super, when he tries to train that out of himself
Oh, really?
by looking at even more naked women so he could stand it.
Immersion therapy.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
We call it a conversion camp.
Choctaw, if you were to give this game a pair of glasses that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of glasses would it be?
I would give it the glasses of Master Roshi,
Yeah, I like that. I've been to that well.
Yeah.
who is an underrated but still loved character for the Dragon Ball franchise.
If you were to give us a beer, Tyler, what kind of beer would you give it?
I would give it the white tinged with orange beard of one Robin Hood from Disney's Robin Hood.
The fox.
The fox.
The foxy fox.
Yeah.
Because of the anthropomorphized animal?
Anthropomorphized animal that's cutesy and timeless and
Activated a shitload of furries in
still
our generation.
confuses the sexuality of many people.
Ain't no confusion, baby. Just ask Enthusiast Jeff.
yeah, you're right.
Star Fox Assault, Patreon. Patreon.com/TADPOG. Find out what the fuck we're talking about. Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a pair of glasses, what kind of glasses would it be?
The Coke bottle glasses of one King Richard from Robin Hood, Disney's Robin Hood, where he's sucking his thumb with his big ass glasses.
it's weird that he didn't like activate a whole bunch of furries out there.
Someone was activating furries out there.
What is it? What's that one video I linked where the internet historian talks about that one furry con? I forget what it's called, Rainforest or whatever.
I don't know.
A lot of furries are really into crinkling.
I'm sorry, what?
Crinkling?
Like crinkle cut fries? Dude,
Sorta.
I could fucking get on board.
Dude, I
Like,
love to crinkle.
dude, I fucking crinkle me up, baby. Crinkle me down. Let's crinkle.
So in their furry like hoods, they would put on adult diapers, and the sound the diaper makes when they walk, they call crinkling. But most of the time, the diaper is soiled when they're walking around people, and a lot of people are very unhappy with Rainforest in the convention hotel.
Yo, why does it smell like shit in this hotel?
Because that video and the video over DashCon, which was like the Tumblr con that just went to fucking hell.
Oh, I can't imagine a Tumblr con would go to hell.
It was just, God, it was so funny just how it was. These people who organized it it looks like they essentially fleeced all sorts of people out of money, and they kept promising like, all right, the hotel, they want $35,000 right now. Otherwise we're all gone. And like people are giving cash so that they can all still stay. So they take the cash, they get to stay, but then there are no events, there's no speakers, and they tell everybody, well, you get an hour in the ball pit, and it's just like a swimming pool with balls in it that someone has pissed in. So I'll link both those videos in the show notes. They're really good.
You guys can crinkle in that ball pit if you want.
You crinkle.
All you want. It's fine. Now, is the crinkling, is that like for sexual gratification, or is that just like for funsies?
I think it's both.
For both, yeah.
But it made me deeply appreciate the internet historian.
Yeah, I'd say.
Can I just say that TumblrCon sounds like a Nathan Fielder skit?
It does.
It
does.
sounds like it'd be a Nathan Fielder thing. Like, you know what people really enjoy out in public? I don't have a follow up to that, but you fill in the viewers or listeners fill in the blanks.
So Tumblr, you guys don't allow pornography, right? So right here we have a room. It's just filled to the brim with the most extreme pornography that you could fucking see. It is the size of a football field filled with pornography. But you guys don't go into it. That's how we show them. That's what it's the Tumblr con is, you guys all sitting around it and not going into that room.
Fucking meta. I don't think I'd want to go into a room filled to the brim with the most extreme porn. I feel like
with a bunch of other people.
I mean, I don't know that it would really matter, honestly.
So what you're saying, Tyler, what you're pitching is Sleep No More, but all porn.
Yeah. Only you can go in, but you're blindfolded.
What smells like Astroglide?
That would be Astroglide. They're our sponsor for TumblrCon.
TumblrCon Astroglide.
Brought to you by Astroglide.
Don't use it. You don't do that.
Don't go in the ball
Astroglide.
pit. You'll never
Don't
get
go in the
out.
ball-
You cannot. It's impossible to get out of the ball pit.
Balls, hypodermic needles, and lube. We don't know what's going to happen.
TumblrCon. Where was it held? Do you know? Like what city?
I don't recall. I know. The rainforest or whatever was like the Washington, like Oregon area.
Yeah.
Washington, Oregon.
Oh, that makes sense because like the rainforest.
Rainforest. Yeah. God, such a good video. Such a cringy fucking good video.
How long is it? I want to watch it. Let's watch it now live.
I can do that. We can do that.
I have a quiz if you guys are interested in that.
Hell yes.
Let's do it.
We got one from Ross Rachel Green, which is entitled Untitled Game Quiz. Ross begins, over the weekend, I noticed the door seal on my log burner looked a bit tatty, so I thought I would replace it. He used a lot of words that I don't know. Like wood, log.
my bumbler patch had a bit of a willy, so I was to all sockets.
Ross continues, I bought new rope, took the doors off. Unfortunately, the 10 screws holding in the glass were rusted solid, so I had to fight them out, destroying them in the process. So I then had to order some new screws. Once I had got the glass out, I scrubbed it, used a wire brush to clean it all down, and then realized that there was a secondary glass seal at some point that had rotted away, so I had to buy more of that too. Overall, a quick job took about 2 days. It's been a bank holiday today, which means I don't have to go to work, but Simone has been insisting that I do other things instead, like decorating, so I have been looking as busy as possible all day. So here I am writing a quiz about random SNES games. Enjoy. Are y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Do it.
All right. I feel good. We've got 3 of us. I feel like the odds are in our favor. First question. This F was a revision of a previous version with some minor changes. It was not the Canadian port, despite the title's name. Final Fight Guy?
Yeah.
Or Guy? Final Fight Guy?
Yeah.
Locking that one in. It is, in fact, Final Fight Guy. 1 for 1. Next question. This S features multiple superheroes, and Richard K. of Software Creations. Development of the game was fraught with problems. This game, quote, this game started going horribly wrong, and Acclaim were screaming at us and threatening litigation, and we ended up with 3 teams on this one game, end quote.
With an S?
It's an S. It features multiple superheroes.
Super Avengers or Super Justice League? I feel like it's one of the two.
Yeah, there is a Justice League game. Is it Super Justice League?
Is that the name of a game? I'm putting Super in there because I feel like it would start with Super.
Yeah. I mean, it's Acclaim, so it's probably...
It could
It
could be a Spider-Man game.
I was about to say, it might be Separation Anxiety.
Separation Anxiety sounds right because you can play as Spider-Man and Venom or Carnage.
Yeah, I can't remember if you could play as Carnage, but you could definitely play as Spider-Man and Venom.
I say go for that.
All right. Spider-Man, Separation Anxiety. All right, locking it in. It is Spider-Man and the X-Men in Arcade's Revenge.
We were close.
We were close. We got the Spider-Man part. Half credit. Yep.
I know how this works by now.
Yep, great. Yeah, I love it. Next question. This S has an in-game time limit of only 10 billion years. The estimated time when the sun will become a red giant and kill off all of the planet's life. Sim Life?
Is that a Sim Life or Sim Ant? Which one is a?
I think both are on the Super Nintendo.
Mhm.
I'm not sure.
Sim Life sounds good.
Could also be Sim City.
Could be Sim City. Maybe Sim Life's not on there now.
Sim.
But it's probably Sim something, right?
Yeah.
It's in the time limit of only 10 billion years. It seems like this could be a lot of different games, right? It's essentially any game that doesn't have a time limit.
Or like in game, like that's how many cycles you could go through. So I think a sim does make sense.
Mm-hmm. I would say either Sim City or Sim Ant.
Sim City seems more, I don't know, because I've never played Sim Ant. And I know Sim City does keep track of the years, and you're humans and you use years.
You use years instead of ants. Like, how long has it been? 10 billion years? I don't know.
I don't know, fucking ant years. I don't give a shit. I've been fucking carrying this pebble around for all my life.
I'm going to die tomorrow.
Sim City? We feel good about that?
Sim City 2000.
Right. I don't know if there was a Sim City 2000 for SNES.
Oh, really?
I think it was just Sim City.
Sim City? Okay.
Sim City, locking it in. It is Sim Earth. Every single one of us was wrong.
Half credit.
Half credit. Yep, for sure. Damn, I didn't even know there was a Sim Earth.
Yeah,
we're on the right track.
We were. Next question. This T is a movie tie-in released for the SNES and Genesis. Brett Allen Weiss of All Game gave the Super NES version 1.5 stars and said the game was on his list of least favorite 16-bit film-based games. He also said the Super NES version, quote, is superior in every way. While still a lousy game, it has better graphics, music, and sound effects, end quote.
What did it start with again?
T. Terminator? Yeah.
Gotta be.
I feel good with that. Choctaw, what do you think?
Let's go for it.
All right. Terminator, locking it in. It is half credit. T2 Tournamator? The
I
Tournamator.
thought you said T2 Tournament
The
Fighters.
Tournamator. T2 Tournament Fighters. I can't even do it at all. T2 Terminator 2.
It's just a reskinned Turtles Tournament Fighters, but all Terminator characters. I main Kyle Reese. I don't know about you guys.
I like the T250. I do the T500. I do the T800. I do the T1000.
I like playing as the Molten Iron.
I'm the vat. Just don't fall into me.
T2 Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Great name.
Half credit. Okay.
Next question. This M is an educational game named after the brother of the controllable character.
Mario's missing.
Mario
is missing.
is missing?
Because you're Luigi, named after the
You are
controllable
Luigi.
character.
But
You're playing as the brother of the controllable character. You usually play as Mario.
right, now you're playing as Luigi.
Mm-hmm.
But what about Mario's Time Machine? Who did you play in
you're
Mario's?
Mario
You
in
are
Mario's
Mario's
Time
Time
Machine,
Machine? Okay,
yeah,
all right.
sure.
then
I
I'm
rented that frustratingly enough
Okay.
to remember.
We did an episode on that, and I completely
did.
forgot because it's not worth remembering.
Surfing around and then going to
Right.
different cities.
My brain was like, flush it.
Yep.
Make room for more data.
Format
All right.
this partition.
Yes, please. Mario is missing. Locking it in. It is. Mario is missing. Well done, guys. Next question. This game features a particular number heavy. Sorry. This game features a particular number heavily from playable characters to software effects. So maybe 7, mode 7 something. I don't know.
Seven Samurai that
Samurai.
happened in SNES
Seven.
release.
The
Any
Brad Pitt
16?
movie 7. Lucky number 11.
You remember that Josh Hartnett SNES game?
Seventh Heaven. Beethoven's 7th.
Where yeah, you're Jessica Alba trying to break through the glass ceiling that's been established being a family friendly brand. Jessica Alba, Jessica Biel.
Jessica Biel. Yeah. What is a Super Nintendo game that features a number particularly heavily? I'm assuming it is 7 because mode 7, but
Could be 16 because it's a 16.
Could
bit.
be.
I don't know. I'm throwing ideas.
could
out
be.
there.
Yeah, there's nothing to say that it is actually 7. I mean, what are some other like number based
3 Ninjas Kickback.
3 Ninjas Kickback? Yeah.
3 Ninjas. Yeah.
What would be the software effects? Mode 3?
Well, you can be 3
3
characters.
multi-tap
That is
with 3
true.
players.
I don't know if that was multi-tap. If it is, then that could be it. You guys want to do it? 3 Ninjas Kickback?
Why not?
All right, locking it in. It is the 7th Saga. Yeah.
Mode 7.
Mode 7. Next question. This B is a game based on a movie based on a book and features Jonathan Harker as the playable character. Battletoads. You guys remember that book, Battletoads, right?
Battletoads.
From 1894.
Based on the movie Battletoads.
Yeah.
Zitz, Pimple, and Jonathan.
Jonathan Rash Toad.
Seagate,
B game.
B game.
B movie.
B movie. God, man, please.
Bay-Base Kids.
You're a B. Try to fuck as many women as possible.
Beethoven?
The Power of Jazz.
No, Beethoven wasn't based on a book. Or was it?
Oh man.
Or was
Oh
it?
God, we got to read that. We got to start a book club. First book, Beethoven, the book. B is a game based on a movie that's based on a book. Jonathan Harker as a playable character. Bram Stoker's Dracula?
Yeah.
Is
That's
that
not
his?
bad.
Is Jonathan Harker? Is that?
Hey, I think that is perfectly reasonable.
I've never read it.
I'm down to roll with it.
All
Yeah.
right, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Locking it in. It is, in fact, Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh, shit.
We did
Good
it.
job.
Well done.
We did it. Christ. Next question. This S is set in a fanciful version of the American Old West. Revolves around 4 bounty hunters named Steve, Billy Cool, Bob, and here's the giveaway, Cormano Wild.
Yep.
Super Wild Arms?
Not Super Wild Arms.
Sunset Riders.
Sunset Riders.
Yeah, I don't know. I mixed up the two.
Locking it in. Sunset Riders. Yes. Cormano's the best. We can all agree.
Hands down.
Is Super Wild Arms a thing?
I don't know. I've never played Wild Arms, so I don't know. I'll turn in my gamer card.
It was a PlayStation game. It was one of the Wild West, fantasy RPGs. Or
5 Goes West, City Slickers.
Super Curly's Gold.
Next question. This T sets you in a last-ditch effort to overthrow dictator General Akboob and his army of mutants from conquering the world by invading Akboob's baby milk factory base.
What?
The worst thing about this is I remember this name from a previous question.
I do
I do not remember the fucking game.
Shit.
You're gonna hear it and then you're gonna kick yourself.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This T sees you in a last-ditch effort to overthrow dictator General Akboob and his army of mutants from conquering the world by invading Akboob's, quote, baby milk factory, unquote, base.
Titties! Exclamation point.
Titty base.
Titty babies. Starring General Akboob.
Don't have a clue.
T2, Terminator.
Terminator.
God, I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember that being mentioned before, but I have no idea.
Transylvania, hotel.
I feel like it was something obscure, like, yeah, shit, I don't know. Fuck. Techstar or something weird.
Techstar. All right.
Techstar.
I like it. Techstar. Locking it in. Unless Choctaw, you got any buzzer
Techstar.
shots? All right, Techstar. Locking it in. It is Total Carnage.
I think
Total
he's even,
Yeah. I completely forgot. I'm not going to remember that game until we actually play that game for the show. And I am not looking forward to it because it sounds fucking horrible and very difficult to talk about.
Yep.
Next question. I love this one so goddamn much. Next question, quote, open wide for Chunky.
Balls.
That's Balls.
Yep.
3D. Best fighter on the Super Nintendo, guys. If you haven't checked out Balls, it's pretty damn great. It's not. The answer is Balls 3D. Well done. That's it. We have one bonus question. I imagine we're all going to answer this. Okay.
We got a 6.5.
Hey, that's pretty good for us.
Yeah.
That's a
I was
F,
a
right?
solid C
D
student.
minus.
It's what most women like.
A 65.
No, they'll tell you different.
Oh, a 6.5. I thought you were like
Yeah.
65. You're like you're 4 off from a 69.
The funny number.
You lick slightly off of center. It's a 65.
All right. So we got a fuck, marry, kill. Should we do this individually
Probably.
to show our different personalities?
Mhm.
Okay. Fuck, marry, kill. Tyler, we'll start with you. Option 1. Oh, fuck. There's 3 different fuck, marry, kills. Okay, here we go. Fuck, marry, kill, Tyler. NES, SNES, N64.
I'm going to marry the SNES. I'm going to kill the N64. And I'm going to fuck the NES.
Wait. I thought you're gonna marry the SNES?
Yeah, I'm going to marry the SNES.
Okay. Choctaw, what do you think?
Fuck N64, kill NES,
Gross.
marry Super Nintendo.
Okay. I'm going to kill the N64 as fast as possible. And then I'm going to have...
and then discover I can kill this? I'm not in trouble? Okay.
I'll have victory sex with the SNES, and then I'll marry the NES.
Yeah, I'll kill it so hard it's like Creed whenever he walks in with the dog's blood, the blood all over him on Halloween. Oh, that's very convenient for me.
Yeah. All right, next fuck, marry, kill. Tyler, Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario World.
I'm going to marry Mario World. What was there?
We got Super Mario Brothers,
OG and then
SMB
2.
2, and then Super Mario World. Super Mario 3 is too good for any of us.
I'm gonna kill the OG Mario. Fuck Mario 2.
That's
Okay.
That's the exact answer for me.
Chocto, that's the answer for you. Oh my God, I don't want to kill any of these, but I do want to marry Super Mario Brothers 2 because I legitimately love it.
Mm-hmm.
God, man, if I kill Super Mario Brothers, the rest still happen, right?
Yeah, you kill it after it's already reproduced.
Okay, so
It's
I don't want to kill Super Mario Brothers and then all of a sudden Super Mario World like starts to fade in the photograph. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
in that case, I'll kill Super Mario Brothers and I will fuck Super Mario World. Man, that's a hard.
If you would have went the other way, I would have said blasphemy.
Oh yeah, if I would have
If you
killed
would have
Super
killed
Mario
Super Mario
World,
World because
I can't.
it's,
No, I can't.
It's timeless.
Yeah, I can't kill Super Mario World. As much as I love Super Mario Brothers, like, I mean, God, like I killed it. Man, it'd be hard. It'd be like putting down a dog because it's like
a good dog.
a really
Not like a bad dog.
There are no bad dogs, Tyler. Only bad owners.
Right. Okay. Well, if you like a dog that's like it's like a bad, it's a dog that extorted your family.
You know, the human trafficking dog.
Yeah.
That's a bad dog.
Yeah, the Matt Gates of dogs. So
Sorry, that's a mad dog. All right, the last fuck, marry, kill, Tyler. F-Zero, Super Mario Kart, Road Riot, 4-wheel drive.
so I guess we're killing 4-wheel drive.
Like that's a gimme.
I'm gonna marry Mario Kart and fuck F-Zero.
Yep.
Chocto, what do you think?
That's me as well.
Yep, that's me as well.
I love F-Zero. I feel like he wanted me to be the different one.
Yeah.
Saying I would marry F-Zero. I love F-Zero, but I would get more out of more usage. I get more fucks out of Mario Kart.
Fucks. Yeah, more fucks per years out of Mario Kart. That's like a marriage baseball card. You flip it over to the stats. Oh man, look at the fucks per year.
You're gonna have to really blow into that cartridge to clean it out.
FPYs are through the fucking roof on this one.
Jesus. All right, that's it. Quiz done. Ross, thank you very much for sending the quiz in. I really like these.
Good quiz. Chocto, thanks for coming on.
No problem. So I guess that's it, right? The show ends. That's it. It's nothing else.
That's pretty much it. Unless there's anything else you'd like to talk about.
Nope. But I would like to see what games you guys are playing next week. And I made the prediction that Randy's going to throw another game that is on my list, and I'll be back next week.
Please, God, Super Alpha Chicken.
All right.
Please, I'm sorry, I said God. Oh, that's Randy ain't gonna like that.
Randy's pissed. He's stirring up a thunderbolt right now, or a baseball game.
Oh fuck! Please, no sports.
Well, I'm going to grab this batter up peripheral, plug it in, put one in on the ground, one into my head while I'm Crazy Kid style, so I can turn around in a circle, point my no-no hole in a random direction, say the prayer. We all love to say.
Yep.
I was waiting for you to join in.
I hope that syncs up. It might be fun. It'd probably be funny if it doesn't.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop.
401.
Me in the F's?
We're in the O's.
O's. It's with an O?
Oh baby, oh,
Oh,
baby,
baby,
oh
oh, baby.
baby.
Rocco's Modern Life Sex Simulator.
Oh God, please win.
I'm trying to think of a single game that starts with O. It's a new one?
It is not only one that we haven't done, I have never heard of it.
Oh, okay.
It might be a sports game. I don't know. I hope it's not.
Orion's Belt.
On the ball.
That's a sports game if I've ever heard
Chocto, you fucking cursed us.
It's a sports game. It's that might be like a pool game, right? Like a billiards on the ball.
Well,
I
here's
don't
what
know.
I'm going to
Could
do.
be.
You guys probably don't want to know about it, but I'm going to look it up right now.
Oh God,
I
And
want to know about it too.
I want to know about it too. Yeah, I need to like prepare.
Oh,
I'm gonna check Flopsy here,
have
courtesy of Monster Mold
have-
Mike, which by the way gave Pocky Rocky
Oh,
4
fun
stars.
with this?
Oh, shit. Okay, I've seen this. This is like a hidden gem game, I hear.
Oh really?
this is basically Sonic the Hedgehog's bonus level. This is gonna make me sick watching.
Yeah, absolutely. This one uses mode 7 a lot.
This is mode 7, the game.
Okay.
I do feel better about that.
Man, I'm looking at some screenshots here that not only looks like mode 7 the game, but like 1992 the game. Where it kind of looks like, the paper cup pattern.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
The brush stripe, the brush zigzag. It looks like
Bill
like
Clinton
that in
blows the ball out of the saxophone into the level.
Totally insane. All right.
Shit. All right. I'm down. That's much better than a baseball game.
Yeah.
They had us in the first half, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Audio memes. They're back, baby.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. You can find the show on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play Store, our own website, tadpog.com. It's all over the place.
You could show up at Dave's house,
TADPOG.
and he'll recite
Just
the
show
episode.
up at
He'll
Dave's
recite
house. I'll be
episodes
there.
for you from his
You
window.
got any episodes?
Don't do that.
Yeah, you stay outside. I'm gonna turn it up really loud on my speaker and walk away.
Don't do that.
Let's see. What else would you? Hey, do you want to send us something? You got, a trash hunt or whatever.
A trash
Any
hunt?
weird
That's what
shit you want them to eat?
holy dumpster diver. Trash hunt. That's like the audio memes. The guy who's too high and can't remember the names of things.
That's an old meme.
Oh
It's
my
the dumpster diver. Trash
hunt. It's a trash hunt. That's a light gun game for the Sega Master System, I think. Trash hunt.
You can send that to TADPOG Studios, care of Nicole Nance, PL Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002. Or if you want to call us at 270-883-2555. You can find us on Facebook, TADPOG. We got the main page and memes. You've got, that dank group you have to not be a robot to get into. So that's TADPOG Nation. And then
Sorry, robots.
Sorry, robots. So if you
Roblox, on the other hand, come on in. Come on in, Roblox.
we could use some Roblox, some Robux from
We hear
Roblox.
some Robux. Yeah.
And if you like nice organized chat, we got that Discord.
Yep.
What's the link to that?
bit.ly/TADPOG Discord. And it's a really cool group of people. You should join. It's fun.
Then if you want a shirt, shirts.tadpog.com.
Uh-huh.
Mask.tadpog.com.
Get them now.
Get them now. Yeah, you're right. And if you, what else? What else do we? Oh, TADPOG_podcast on Instagram and Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Most importantly, let's see, you've got that Twitch, Dave.
I do. If you want to follow there, it's twitch.tv/TADPOG_podcast. This Friday, which is May 7th, I'll be in a Shamu cosplay. Please come by and see that. I would appreciate it very much.
I'll be there.
Thank you, Choctaw.
Well, not just you. I think Choctopus, don't you also have a Twitch or like a YouTube or something? You do something.
No,
right?
I don't.
No?
No.
You're done.
If you guys want to check me out, it's twitch.tv/Choctopus or Choctopus on YouTube. Or if you want to follow me on Twitter, ChoctopusYT, because I can't get that handle.
Man, what the fuck, man? What the fuck?
That's an ongoing battle.
God, who has it?
Some chick, and I'm blocked because I asked for it, and then it's never happening. So I've accepted that.
Yeah, we don't have TADPOG either, but it honestly doesn't matter. I haven't even contacted them or anything because it's honestly TADPOG podcast is more descriptive anyway.
So what's a TADPOG? What's a tap dog?
Yeah, it's fine. At least you can understand. At least a human can understand podcast.
Let's see what else. I think that's about it.
Got that Patreon.
We do got that Patreon.
Patreon.
Right. Patreon. Let me pull that up real quick.
While you're doing that, speaking of Patreon, it's patreon.com/TADPOG. We do have the following executive producers. These are the folks who donate to us at $20 or more a month. Thank you guys very much. We've got Coronavirus Savior Cubicle Monkey, Usurper Grim, God Emperor Alex Pena, Cousin David Galino, Cthusiast Jeff Miners, Laud Mulaney Dennis, Zeus Laser, Steve Dixon, Plinko Nick Price, Lent Liquor Joseph Phillips, Clambro Cody Phillips, Bantha Master, Executive Producer Dig Duggy, The Eightfold Daniel Abernathy, Time Lord Josh Edwards, Gamebug Prime, Nathan Eaton, Matt Gentile, aka Gentle G, congratulations on your marriage, Magical Sleeper, aka Big Dick Pie Baker Chris Vaughn, Pinball Archmage Chris Edler, I'm sorry you couldn't be on this episode, Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins, Drinksmith Joey Webster, Big Daddy Paul Anderson, Edgelord Kyle Purtlebaugh, Master Psycho Baron Kevin Link, and John Sanders.
Woo.
Nice.
Thanks, guys. It means a lot, and it goes a long way.
So my internet is going slow. Choctaw, would you mind plugging some more of your shit? If you
I'm trying to think if I have anything else going on. If you want merch, I recently opened a clothing store. If you go to bossbattles.gg, and I have all the handles for that. So I'm selling my merch as well as just not generic, but general game-inspired clothing. I'm doing all the printing, shipping, and everything myself because I just decided to stop working with Teespring because their stuff is not up to quality. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, it's not very good.
Yeah,
So
that's a bummer.
I'm working with a printer and I'm buying all my stock before, and then I built a website and I have an e-com on there and people can go purchase straight through me.
Nice.
Thank you.
That's all I got
Thank
to
you.
plug.
Well, because I pulled up my Patreon notifications and I'm fucking floored.
Yeah.
So another big boost from Laud Dennis, Laud
Yeah.
Milady Dennis.
Thank you, Dennis, very much.
Big jump by John Sanders.
Thank you, John.
And then the holy fucking shit from Cubicle Monkey. I think that merits a upgrade in title.
This is temporary.
So can the title be?
Okay. I wanted he messaged me and he was like, "Hey, this is temporary. This is like help with the floor situation that's going on." And I was
Thank you very much.
and I was like, "Thank you." And he's like, "You don't even have to mention it." And I was like, "We're definitely going to
Yeah,
mention
yeah.
it."
Eternal Savior Cubicle Monkey. Temporary Eternal Savior.
Temporary eternal savior.
Cubicle Monkey.
All right, I'm making a modification right now.
I feel
All
like more audio memes. I feel like Squidward standing at the window, watching everyone with their titles run across, and I have yet to be given. It's okay.
There's a spreadsheet.
Yeah, we don't have a title for Choctaw.
No,
I just feel like
Well, I want your name is your brand, so I hate to change your brand.
Yeah.
What
True.
people would recognize and seek out for you.
I'm not saying that you have to give me one, but if it has to be natural. If something ever did change in the future, feel free to title me up.
Super Alfred Choctopus.
After we play that game in 2025.
Oh, man, that's generous. I'm worried, man, because I do think we're in this for like 9 more years until we're done with the SNES list. So
Yep.
there's fucking no telling when this nightmare is going to end.
Well, I'm down to renew my friendship contract with you guys to keep going beyond that, so it's fine.
Excellent.
All right.
Yeah. No.
All right.
Locked
that
in for
sounds
the
great.
next 10 years at least.
All right. Okay.
Well.
That's a commitment.
I'm gonna hold you to that Scientology style. Well, our theme song is Moves by Sycamore Drive. A link to that track found in the show notes at tadpog.com. How do you guys want to close this out?
What do you think, Choctaw?
As your favorite anthropomorphic animal.
I love it.
Damn.
So many, right?
Damn.
Need a minute?
Okay.
Oh,
All right, I
fuck.
got it.
Damn it.
All right. I got it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go with whatever I got.
Okay. So until next time.
Tropical Capricorn.
I was Donkey Kong.
That's good.
Donatello.
I was DJ Scott Cat. MC Scat Cat. Fuck, I don't know.
Some kind of scatting
His
cat.
brother. The lesser known Scat Cat. Scat Cat the younger. from the north,
SWAT
the
cats?
Northlands.
What was it? Gallagher 2, so Scat Cat 2.
Scat Cat 2. I never knew the difference between Gallagher and Gallagher 2. They were twins, right?
I still don't know.
Speaking of Kappas, like those guys were Kappas, right? They had the Kappa haircut and everything.
You're right. They're just not as muscular. They do the giant dicks.
The stripes. Kappas wear stripes, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Smash watermelons.
Watermelon / drag you in the river, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins is about Phil Collins watching Gallagher drown a baby.
Drag toddlers into a river like Jason Voorhees.
Okay, well, let's sync it up. Once you got it started, let's sync up on a clap. We'll do like 1, 2, 3, clap, and then that'll help me line it up in editing.
Let's do it.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Let's do it again.
You hear that? It might be easier to say something than
Yeah, you want to do
to
that?
clap.
What do you
I
want to
feel
say?
like- yeah.
What do you want to say? Something long, right?
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, let's recite one of the amendments.